Alright, nigga, I done had to YouTube this shit. You heard me? I done had to goddamn get on there and double tube this shit. This shit crazy, man. But alright, now we live everywhere, man. We gonna get back to the Diddy files, man. Now, where I had stopped off earlier, we stopped off at the urinary tract infections, man. So Cassie on the stand, man. We done found out Diddy gay. He like semen on him. He like it rubbed on his nipples, bro. He used Cassie to get men in the room and you know what I'm saying, all type of shit. She had UTIs, sores on her tongue, and everything. And she nigga might have get on down anyway. You heard me? That nigga wasn't bullshit at them on her birthday, on her period. We find out a lot about Diddy. He got Molly in the Gatorade. That's a wild boy. He nasty, gang. He picking up these motherfucking prostitutes in and out, man. Like Diddy, man. He a cold cat, huh? He's a cold cat, man. Anyway, we had stopped at the UTIs and oh, the gay club, gang. Let's not forget. She said she was at the gay club waiting on Diddy. He was finna come through there. I don't know. But he beat her up in 3, 4 different cities. He used to beat her up, make her just do a lot of sex, man. He wouldn't let her complete her 10-album deal. He just made her ass a sex worker, did 10 years of freak offs, man. So the prosecutor now back to asking Classic, where were you going? Cassie said to a music festival in Canada run by Drake. Okay. Sean came to my home and tried to attack me. I was thrown into the bed frame. Damn. So this is the case right here where she just said look like Diddy might feel like Drake was trying to hit his bride, man. This might why Diddy and Drake got into it. I remember it's a rumor that Diddy had supposed to try to slap Drake or spit on Drake or something. And I think Drake tried to get buff with that nigga, tough with that nigga, and the security guard jacked up Drake. And they say they messed up his shoulder, but I don't know. I'm not for sure. It's all a rumor, you know. But yeah, maybe that was the out. They said that shit was over the 0 to 100 song. Maybe it was really over. Cassie trying to go to the Drake face, man. She trying to go out there to Canada, get that Canada. Her ass should have sat down, gang. You heard me? Sit your ass down, gang. You know you can't do all that with the diddler. What wrong with you? But most definitely. Well, I mean, okay. So after he done beat her ass and put into the bed frame because she was trying to go over there with Drizzy. Drake? Drake? She was trying to go see Drake. You know, niggas wasn't having that shit, gang. Boom. She said I guess they show her a picture. They said, "What is this?" Cassie says, "A photo of my eye afterwards." They said, "Who took you to the doctor?" She said, D-Rock. Now D-Rock is where she went the time he attacked her in New York. And she went with D-Rock and his wife so she could feel safe. I guess D-Rock is a security guard, a PD to see if he gonna hit this thing. It's getting real interesting. Like Cassie done busted all open, man. She done busted open that boy freaky. He like men. He like men semen. He like to rub men semen on his skin and nipples and shit. Like, yeah. But into the ways. Make sure my mic working on both of these motherfucking apps, man. While I'm talking. Man, my rumble tripping, bro. Oh, okay. We up there. We in the building. Okay. Shout out Rumble. Y'all could have hit me up in the live chat. Just said, yeah, man, your shit work. Keep going. But fuck it. They asked her, did you send this photo to Sean? She said yes. And I wrote, do you so you can remember. I wanted him to be sorry about it at least. The prosecutor said, in the photo, where were you? She said, in the green room in Toronto. I put my hair over my eyes, then we went to the Hamptons. So she still went out there with Drake. Still thugging out. She couldn't stay away from Drake. Cassie says, Sean wanted to have a freak off in the Hamptons. We got to the what? We got a hotel and an escort. Like, damn, man. She can't even go out and enjoy Drake Fest. Damn, dude. You gotta have a freak out, bro. Ain't that much goddamn freaky, bruh. Sheesh, bro. Anyway, they asked her which escort did you get? Cassie said, Dave, I took GHB. I went into a G hole and blacked out. I woke up nude in the shower. David and Sean were freaking out. I bugged out. It wasn't prison. Okay. So they was scared her ass had overdose or something. She got down, took that GHB. Ugh, she got too lit. She done passed out. They done put her naked in the shower. And they were freaking out. Or were they up getting freaky? I don't know. The prosecutor asked her, then what? Cassie said, I spoke to a friend of Sean's. And then we had a freak out. God damn. So soon as she wake up, man, you ain't take her to a hospital, see if she alright. Nothing. She ain't even worried about it. She motherfucker just all right, fuck it. Freak off continues. They said, what's this? Cassie said, my eyebrow healed up a little. My eyebrow healed up a little bit. A week later, I have a permanent scar on my eyebrow. Dang, beating up the bitch. She said, what's this? Cassie said, this is me at the Canes Festival. The prosecutor says, what happened at Canes? Cassie says, Sean accused me of taking drugs from his boat. He threw me off, but my passport was still on the boat. Damn. So he threw her ass off the boat, man, because she was taking drugs from his boat. That nigga got so much dough. He was crying about that goddamn dope, boy. Anyway, the prosecutor said, and you were on the red carpet that same night? She said, yeah. Did you attend the movie? She said, yeah. Damn, man, she a tough cookie. She tough, man. Nigga throw out the boat. Fuck it. I'm going to the red carpet. How did you get back to New York? She said, on a commercial flight. I traded my seat to get away. But he traded to get but he traded to get next to me. She said, they said, where did he show you? Cassie said he showed me freak out videos. He played them for me on one of his laptops, said he released them. The prosecutor said, how did you feel? She says, trapped. They asked her, when you landed in New York, what did you do? She said, we went to dinner. Then he wanted to have a freak off. So we had a freak out like that damn Diddy is not, bro. Bro, this the horniest 50-year-old nigga in America, guy. You heard me. God damn, back then he was 40 son. This nigga was goddamn. He had a freak off in Canada. Nigga get back from Canada, beat her out. I want another freak off. Nigga, I'm gonna show you these freak offs. So you tell me now to some freak offs. God damn, brother. Now, this nigga is going freak off crazy. That nigga Diddy is freak the fuck off crazy, guy. Damn, nigga. She said that nigga wanted to have a freak off, so fuck it. We had another freak off. The prosecutor said, why did you do that? She said to make him not threaten me. Damn, did it? So she didn't do the freak off. So she didn't get all nasty peed on. Come rub the cum on his nipples and whatnot. Man, he should have just been I don't know, he should just started a porn fitted, studio, bro. You probably coulda had sex with many men and women you want to for man, shit wasn't even ended like this, bro. You ain't even have to do all that to Cassie, man. Like you seen she'll do anything for you, shit. Your ass done went to a whole nother level, nigga. You look goddamn man, this nigga done went crazy. This nigga done went crazy. She get out of line, nigga punch her, pow, hit her, pow. Now come rub that nub on my titties. What? She said, the prosecutor said, let's read these from June 13th, 2013. Has Sean been violent with you before this? It's a text message we finna read. I get 2013, man. This is all in 2000, bro. 2008, 9, 13, 12. Nigga Diddy was fucking on the boat. She said, yeah. They said, have you told him before you didn't want to do freak offs? She said, yeah. They asked her, you said you needed GHB? She said, yeah. That two that two escorts not available. Hmm. She said, I wrote only Paul available or Jake the white guy, but he can't do it until 11. The other guy could do it earlier. It's just one more person knowing our secret. It wasn't did it, yeah. He was liking this shit. The prosecutor said, what do you mean? She said the freak house. She said, what is LSS? A hotel in Hollywood. When you take Valenium before, would you? Oh, okay. Damn, I'm tripping. My bad, y'all. Would you take Valium before the freak off? She said, when I had anxiety, Sean's drivers was bringing me the volume. It was her Raheem, I think. So now we done got another name. Raheem, you out there goddamn with this volume, boy, with them damn hydros and shit, boy. You better slow your ass down. The feds is on to you, Raheem. I just pussy. Alright, this is what I got now. What? Hold on. Okay, after she said that, the judge said, "Jury, you can take a lunch break." So, nigga, the jury out the courtroom now. Miss Slavic, are these still disagreements on the exhibit? She said, "Yeah." The defense wants the exhibit to no longer and and about no longer be to be longer and about masturbation. They wanted to cut it off at looking at my iPad. Ah, shit, gang. The Diddy file, man. We done went down through some shit. I done had some technical difficulties on the motherfucking streaming, but it's cool. We here now. We looking at it. I think we done went back on break, man. This shit is crazy. But yeah, we done went back on break. Think they cut it off. Yeah, they done went on break, man. This shit is crazy, man. See what the fuck the internet got to say about that, man. About your boy Titty. This shit is crazy. This shit said updated 4 minutes ago, nigga. Let's review it. We miss anything. You hear me? Ah, this shit is just The freaky trial, bro. This the trial of the freaks, man. This is the Atlanta Freak Nick on front page. In real time, the Diddy files, nigga.
Cream colored knit sweater over a button down white shirt with gray pants. He occasionally dons thick black rimmed glasses. When exhibits are shown, he stood and hunched over a laptop with two of his lawyers as his other lawyers conferred with prosecutors and the judge at the bench about logistics for the playing of freak off videos. All right. We are also getting some new updates. The judge has called a 10-minute recess as they arrange some stuff in the courtroom. Cassie Ventura was discussing just moments ago how video of her from the freak offs were used to blackmail her. She told the court that Sean Combs would threaten to leak the videos, a prospect that horrified her. It's horrible and disgusting. No one should do that to anyone, Ventura testified. The videos would make me look like a slut. Be ashamed. The government is now having a sidebar before they show the next items that will present to the court. Ventura slumped down in her chair and
Yeah,
is looking
it's finna
around the
get
room.
even more
The court
spiffier,
appears
man.
to be discussing the
Hey,
presentation of freak off videos while the jury is on a short break. The defense attorney just asked if his team could see the evidence that is about to be exhibited so that they are not shown on the monitors that are on their table. Lawyers and courtroom staff are busy during the break working out logistics for playing the freak off footage without the gallery being able to see it. Fox continuing to give you the updates in real time. We are learning now that prosecutors have showed an image of court present at the freak
Big
in
Jules.
2016 at the Los Angeles hotel that Cassie Ventura.
Man, cats know everything now. We don't know about sex trafficking, but we know that nigga like to get male semen real, dog. I think that's the biggest shit that, like, bro, this is like mad crazy, fam. Like that shit kinda it ain't even unbelievable. It just like, damn though. Nigga was dancing around all them years, semen on his skin and shit. Damn, bro. What the fuck?
Absolutely, positively is going to be Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, who is also, everybody knows, on this horrific tape of her getting beaten by Diddy back in 2016.
Can't
That tape,
even see
not the
the
CNN
real
version, but
version.
another version. Take a look at Cassie. She is
That's
out
her.
in New York.
That's her in
That's
New York
good.
today, and looking. We knew she was pregnant, and we didn't. We hadn't seen her since really February when they announced that she was pregnant. She will be testifying next week taking the stand. We think that she'll testify next week, but
Hey, we
We have
that
oh,
is
she
going
was
to have
wild as
yeah,
hell.
some impact, some one hell of an impact on the jury.
we have talked about before how appear having gray hair and glasses and whatnot, you know, that it's all designed for something.
It designed
Well,
him.
optics make a difference in court. And when you think about what this case is about, this is about Diddy lead a swingers lifestyle, but so did Cassie. And that this was all consensual. And that they are saying there was no
Left the
fraud, coercion
courtroom
on
today.
the
God
stand.
damn.
The jury is going to have to reconcile
Mhm.
that image
It is
with
bad to
the
hear, man. I don't even want
description
to hear all
or
this.
the picture that the defense is painting.
Well, and also they're going to hear her side of the story as she looks like that, and she's going to be telling if she's all consensual. I would imagine she's going to say some version of "I
Yeah,
wanted
didn't want to
out,
get picked
and
on.
I was just afraid."
Because she filed a lawsuit and
Right,
she laid it out in great detail
right.
and
So,
said that there was fraud and coercion and force in
and
this situation.
looking the way she looks,
It makes a big difference.
it's more believable.
And what will be most interesting to me is how they handle cross examination, right? Right. I
Yeah.
mean, the Diddy's defense team does have to paint her as part of a consensual swinger style relationship with Diddy for a number of years, but reconciling that with her pregnant belly, that fact that she's already a mother to, I believe, two other children, and painting.
That's crazy.
96% of Subaru Foresters sold in the past 10 years are still on the road.
Disbelief. Yeah, she did what? Did what nigga said? Did it
Again,
the victim?
Cassie said jurors
He
were then given pictures of Cassie and
crazy.
Combs at a movie premiere soon after the March 2016 hotel attack. Cassie described bruises on her back body that were visible in the photographs, and said that she was unable to cover up all the
Them niggas need to
damage with
work on
makeup.
their
She
audio.
wore dark sunglasses to cover up her black eye from the time. She also is testifying that she took selfies on her Uber ride away from the LA hotel. She said she wore sunglasses because she had a black eye. Once home, she said a friend of hers saw her injuries and was super upset because she'd seen me with black eyes and police, but she declined to reveal who had injured her once police arrived, so that they left. In that moment, I didn't want to hurt him that way. She testified, I wasn't ready. So again, we are getting a little bit
Wasn't
more
ready.
about how this all unfolded back in 2016. We are hearing from Cassie relive those moments of being attacked
Man,
at
this
the
shit is
hotel.
ridiculous, man. What else on the internet,
Prosecutors just
man?
showed an image of Cassie Ventura and Sean Combs at an after party following.
We on break now in the court, man. We're gonna take that a good old break, fam. See what else going on. They got it over here. See what they talking about. Oh shit, where I go?
prosecutor said this in opening statements, that they want to show that he told her that if you don't keep doing them, I'm going to release these videos of the freak-offs. That's coercion. Right. And if that gets proved, I think his goose is cooked.
How do you see this as all that different of the circumstances when Harvey Weinstein was accused of rape, when women were in rooms and felt like they couldn't leave, even though he wasn't necessarily holding them down? Those are forms of withdrawing consent and an inability to feel like you can get out of a situation.
Listen, the jury could say this is clearly force and coercion. They could say that. I know that they could. All I'm saying is I thought it was going to be more direct than it was. I mean, this has been a buildup for a year now. And the way the prosecutor, the U.S. attorney, when he held that press conference, it felt more direct, less
that
subtle.
There's going to be more
less subtle. And again, the jury may well say, hey, and that's enough for us.
We should also say that she is still continuing to testify. We don't know what else is going to come up. But I also just got to say, like, it's like she was sort of telling the story of how their relationship worked, things that they did, people that they interacted with. It is just to hear her telling it is fascinating. As a juror, I got to imagine they are all on the edges of their seats.
Suge Knight came up.
Suge Knight came up.
Suge Knight came up in the middle of this.
Right. Cassie told a story about while they were in the middle of a freak-off, a security guard came in and said, Suge Knight is down the street at a diner, and that Sean jumped up, according to Cassie, and went to leave, and she started crying and said,
the hell of it.
Please don't do anything stupid. She describes another night when she was told when they're walking into a club to hold a gun, and she was nervous about it because they'd been doing mushrooms and they were high, and she didn't want to. I mean, it is start to finish.
I want to say one other thing. You need to show force or going to go on that. The third, but I will say, Diddy said to her, if you don't continue doing it, flat out coercion, extortion. And so that aside, the one count of transporting a doesn't require prosecutors to show force or coercion.
Right.
That's the count.
That's the transaction.
I thought it would be, man. Women involved? Hell nah. Like, damn, so how they came back? Or nah, this use and what they can't use. We're gonna break. Wish we could do some more to do no game, and I might fuck around to fucking Rumble. Yeah, we on break, gang. Let's see what the fuck they talk about.
Hi, I'm Alyssa from Savannah, Georgia.
Obviously,
Diddy. We're still in the midst of trial, but if it comes out that all the things Diddy's been accused of are true, I believe he deserves every day of prison that he gets and then some. I mean, Cassie opened the door for all potential victims of this man to feel as though they could come forward and speak about their horrific experience.
A lot of victims. Like, it's ever since Cassie, man. It seemed like it's been 50 women he done did this shit to. But you gotta think, where's the fucking time in the world we gotta do all these freak offs? This nigga go out of town, freak off. We got a concert, freak off. We just came back from Canada, freak off. We getting off the plane, freak off. God damn, nigga.
And even if she did agree to participate in the freak-offs at the beginning, the second she decided she was no longer willing to participate is the moment that things should have stopped. And to threaten and follow through with acts of violence and blackmail to try to force someone to do something that they no longer want to do is the definition of being a predator in my eyes. But all in all, I'm just hoping for peace for all the victims involved.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be Wow.
Keep in mind, I mean, she is the star witness, but this is just the first.
Oh, there'll be 6 weeks of testimony here.
Right.
Okay, we're going to go to Paris.
Yes. When we come back, Kim Kardashian taking the stand in the armed robbery trial, and it was a spectacle from the second she arrived outside the courthouse. As for what happened inside, we're going to be joined by her attorney, who will give us the blow-by-blow of what Kim said and what the reaction was in the court.
Hold on before you pay for yet another app that replaces all of these.
These got commercial breaks. I know when they asked them.
Kim Kardashian took the stand today. What a day.
What a
we're
day.
having.
But
But
Kardashian taking the stand, fam. This shit about Cassie, fam. This the Here we go. This the God damn it. This the Cassie files, man.
Again, it's not just about a couple freak offs. It's about the fact that someone was brutalized.
Academic. I don't want to see academic. She doing what I'm doing. That shit.
Point and questions, not just on his medical advice, which you just heard there, but also on changes he's made at that agency.
Wrong case, guy.
The ex-girlfriend of Combs is back on the stand for a second day in the music mogul's criminal trial. Cassie Ventura shared shocking allegations of abuse during her testimony yesterday, and she also gave graphic details on the so-called freak-offs and then broke down in tears when asked about how she felt about the alleged events. Ventura said they made her feel disgusting and humiliated.
Don't forget the piss.
Combs has pleaded not guilty to all 5 charges, including sex trafficking.
And a quick note to our viewers right now. You'll see information coming in from our reporters who are inside the courtroom. It will be updating throughout the show. That's because there's no video or audio recording allowed in federal courts.
All right, let's bring in CNN senior legal analyst Ellie Honig and former federal prosecutor Elise Adamson. Great to have you both here. So Ventura is still testifying. This is her second day. Right now, she is talking about that Uber ride home after the video we've seen from the hotel where Diddy is seen pulling her, attacking her. Tell us about her testimony and why that video is so important.
Well, so this is more corroboration. This is more support that prosecutors are trying to build in to Cassie Ventura's testimony. Of course, the surveillance video of the hotel assault is the most important piece, but now we're seeing the prosecutors use some other pieces of evidence.
Hit that follow button, man. Get in them comments, them lives, all that. Like the video. Yo, we on break right now. It's the break of the trial. We found out a whole bunch of crazy shit about Diddy and Cassie lifestyle. Bro, shit is crazy. Like, it's damn near unbelievable, but I believe her because he's a freaky guy.
Selfies, text messages, emails, things that were on Cassie Ventura's phone because they want the jury to believe her unconditionally. And I want to make an important point here that the defense argument is that, yes, this was domestic violence, but it's not racketeering, it's not sex trafficking. But it's important to know, and I think prosecutors are going to argue this, those things are not mutually exclusive. It can be both. In fact, one of the things prosecutors have to show is that there was force or coercion. And so that beating, if I was the prosecutor, I would argue, yeah, you bet it's domestic violence, but it also goes to the sex trafficking and racketeering.
Because the argument could be made that from the prosecution side is that was a form of coercion, that perhaps she was afraid that she would get beaten up. And that is why she did some of these acts. And we should note, she talked about the selfies where she had a swollen lip and a black eye under her sunglasses. So clearly the prosecution is trying to draw that out. Wolf.
And it's interesting, Elise, because right now we're being told by our reporters who are inside the courtroom that Cassie Ventura reviewed a binder of more than a dozen photos that were shown, and clearly she was upset. She said she typically reached out to escorts to arrange these freak-offs because it was her job, and she felt she would be punished if she didn't do that.
Yeah, that's incredibly important because remember, the defense opened on the fact that Ventura was a willing participant. That's their theory of the case, that she was Combs's lover and she wanted to be there. And so they had to grapple, the prosecution had to grapple with the fact that Ventura was the one that was arranging some of these freak-offs. I think the prosecution is doing a wonderful job explaining why that was. By framing this as a job instead of something that she wanted to do, it makes it clear that there perhaps was that coercion. And by tying it to that violence, as Ellie just said, the photos, the corroboration of the black eyes, shows that she didn't really have a choice. She was going to be punished if she didn't comply. And that's key.
And she said that she just testified under oath that when she paid these men to be in these so-called freak-offs, it was with Combs's money. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, I think the argument prosecutors are trying to make here is it sounds a little strange, but the freak-offs are not about the sex, or at least the sex is not what's relevant to you, the jury. What's relevant is those freak-offs show the element of coercion, as Elise was saying, and they show that there's some organization at play here. Remember, this is a racketeering charge, the first charge here, and that means that there was some sort of organized enterprise that was committing multiple crimes. So prosecutors need to show this was more than whatever sexual proclivities may have been, felt here by Sean Combs. There was some organization here with respect to people and methods and payments. And I think that's what prosecutors are building on.
And also another important point, you have the racketeering and the sex trafficking charge. And what I've noticed, and she just talked about it, was the fact that some of this happened across state lines, that it happened in different states. And that is key in terms of the sex trafficking charge. Also, she's talking right now about in January 2016 that Combs sent her a text that he wanted to have a proper FO, freak off, where they didn't take ketamine. Of course, drugs have also been a big part of all of this. What do you make of that?
Well, first of all, the crossing state lines is what gets us into federal court. It sounds like they're going to have no problem establishing that. This happened in California, New York, New Jersey, Florida, and elsewhere. Yes. So the point with the freak-offs, and we're going to have a proper freak-off and that kind of thing, and the drugs are part of the persuasion. The drugs are part of the coercion, the threats that make this more than just sex or even more than just domestic violence.
And if I could just add, I mean, that's what Ventura said, that she had to take the drugs to dissociate so she could participate. That doesn't sound like willing participation to me. It probably won't sound like willing participation to a jury.
It's interesting, Elise. Right now, Cassie Ventura is 8 months pregnant with a very visible baby bump. We've learned that the defense asked the judge to have her seated in the witness box before the jury came in, arguing that her pregnancy would prejudice the jury against Combs. The judge said no. What do you think of that request?
Yeah, look, Wolf, I knew the defense had to try, right? Because they're not going to view her as this 22-year-old girl who set up all of these meetings. They're looking at her now as a 38-year-old mother, and it could possibly invoke some sympathy in the jurors. Listen, jurors are human beings. They're going to feel things, but you can't hide the fact that this is a pregnant woman. And so I think the judge rightly said no. She's going to be able to walk.
This shit is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. This shit really like paint a hell of a picture of Diddy, man. Like, yo, this shit is like, ain't nobody working with that nigga out
to the
there.
witness stand. And she's not doing anything to inflame the passions of the jury. I don't hear any reporting of her really playing up her pregnancy, but they're going to have to contend with the fact that Cassie is a person. And from everything I've heard from the reporting, she is also testifying very well, very credibly and emotionally.
And she's there with her husband who's inside with her as well. And just now we're being told by our reporters in the courtroom that Ventura testified that she tried to avoid kissing the escorts during the so-called freak-offs because it felt too intimate and made me squeamish. That's what she said. And explain to our viewers in terms that we can use here on CNN what these freak-offs were.
Oh boy, that's quite an assignment. What they were these extended, sometimes for a day or 2 days, sexual gatherings. They would usually do them in hotel rooms. Sean Combs would arrange them and engineer them. He would tell Cassie what to do. They would bring in male escorts. One of the things Sean Combs would do is watch Cassie with those male escorts. There were all sorts of lubricants involved. There's baby oil. It's part of this case. But again, the thing that's really relevant to this trial is not whether one agrees or disagrees with the sexual proclivities or is offended by it. but were these voluntary activities? And I think the prosecution's point, as Elise was saying, is the more extreme this conduct was, the less likely it is that Cassie Ventura would have consented to this, and that she was doing it because she felt forced or compelled or under a threat.
How should the defense approach questioning Ventura during cross-examination?
Yeah, so remember, Pamela, she's pregnant, and that's relevant because of the sensitivities involved in that. At the same time, I think you have to get to the core issue, right? You could, as Ellie said, take what she said. Hey, this happened, that abuse happened. You can believe your eyes, they're not lying. But what I want to focus on, ladies and gentlemen, is the issue of a 10-year relationship. And there came a point in year 2 where he brought up to you, that is Sean Combs, that we want to do this. We want to be a little freaky. We want to get other people involved, right? You had an opportunity to say no. Did you? You had an opportunity to walk away in year 3. Did you? Year 4, year 5, you continued with it. Is that right? In fact, you paid some of these performers and you wanted and were enjoying these experiences, right? Okay. And so the issue really involves force, fraud, or coercion. And in fact, you called one of the male sex workers back up to re-engage in activities, and you, quite frankly, enjoyed it. So it's important to know, Pamela, the issue really is not about a person's sex life on trial. Jurors are not there to be the morality police. They're not there to police whether or not someone has a sex life we agree with, we think is appropriate. We may think they're sick and demented. The issue is it a federal offense? Where's the fraud? Where's the coercion, right? Where is it that there was a gun put to your head?
But you ain't gotta put no gun to her head, man. If you gonna goddamn me tell her you gonna release the freak out videos, right? That's the gun, man. That's the gun. But we all know Diddy, but I'm right now, we on break and shit. We on break on the child. Y'all like up if you on YouTube or Rumble. Like, sub, follow, all that. Get in the live chat, leave a comment, all that, man. What y'all think on the Diddy trial? We finna just get some character about, like, this is what Cassie has to say about Diddy. Like, these is the interaction. Like, this is what most people who've been around Diddy got to say about that nigga. It's Gene Deal right here. This is one of his bodyguards. Damn. It's a whole bunch of shit. Gay relationships. Damn. This this nigga right here, man, with a bag of toys, man. Like, this what people around Diddy got to say. So the shit Cass is saying ain't really like too far out of control, man. Like, ain't too much different. Everybody got some wild ass stories about Playboy. Shout out all the dialogue.
First and foremost, I just want to say, I know a lot of people want to hear these stories and everything like that because this is stuff that happened back in the day. And then maybe that if they knew there was going to ever be a YouTube or they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen, and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as.
And remember, gang, come out there on camera. These stories from the past, my nigga, like, it wasn't no social media back then. People didn't know, like, all that exposing shit. It wasn't happening. Like, you just said some shit. If you ain't have that on that fat ass video camera, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really no evidence, man. Now we live in the age of technology. We live in the age of information, man. Shit coming out by niggas back in the day. Everything getting recorded, bro. It's so much evidence against motherfuckers. Like, right now ain't the time to be really the freaky guy. Right now ain't the time to be Diddy. That's what 50 Cent said. Right now, hey, you having a bad day? Look on the bright side. You could be Diddy. Like this shit is killing his character, man. Ain't nobody gonna want to work with him no more after this shit, man. Anyway, though, let's go on. Not no big advertiser. Who knows? Maybe. Like, let's say he beat this guy. Y'all think people gonna want to work with him?
As what you call that? Um, just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping. Right, he's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he's going, I'm just looking at the places where he's picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there, and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo. I was messing with him. Because people don't understand he's a part of the same gang. So I'm still going to tease him.
My same gang to picking up ass plugs. And I don't never see no women with the nigga. I just see escorts and we going to meet another rap nigga. What the hell you need some butt plugs for? But this is the behavior of Diddy gang. Like this that behavior, bro. He been a freaky boy.
Thing like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for?
Yeah.
And it said butt plugs. And he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got I just waited at the counter. So when he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like he gave the guy a stack something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to
from the band?
North Carolina. So later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, it's Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper. So I'm hearing at the door and stuff like that. Like, yeah. So then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, hey, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff. They're in the room. They busy. They don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bro, you ain't going in there because he told me they're going in there. that bull like that.
Okay.
I said, yo, bro, Jesus Christ had to come.
He was in the hotel room with Ja Rule. But they said it was 2 more other girls in there. Why these niggas is rich niggas? Why they can't get their own hotel room and just swap them out or have the girls walk between the room? I don't know why they gotta be in the same room, walking down naked and shit. I don't know.
The air out of my body before you get in that room right there. watch. He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed his and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, G, that's my cousin. He know me well, and Puff was like, yo, G, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaking going on. So I was like, oh, he said it was a lot of freaking going on. So that was basically that story, man. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the room. Dude felt a certain kind of way, and he left out.
I
So
would
I
have felt
seen
a certain kind of way.
them at the concert the next day, and they tried to, form up against me. But my man Frank was like, I told my man Frank, I was like, yo, Frank, put yourself in that position. Somebody trying to get you. Now y'all
More
can do
freaky
whatever
stories,
y'all want to do.
yo. Like, how many freaky stories we got about Diddy, bro? Like, it's gonna give you the character of this nigga. Everybody ain't lying.
See? It's just like
Everybody ain't lying.
camping.
Cassie on the
We didn't
stand
have
crying, talking about the nigga who threatened her with videos and wanted to do it on the period. And, ugh, that nigga nasty, bro. Yeah. Okay.
In the last interview me and you did, you said that Diddy and Kim Porter were swingers, and a lot of people was wondering, yo, in the comment section, how do you know that, yo? Like, was you doing security when they was doing that or something?
Because when they were in the room,
What's going on, man? Man, get out of my way. Hold on, guy. My video trip. Thank you. All right, all right.
You understand? And they had a real big beef behind that. And Craig wasn't getting rid of his management. I guess the dude had been with him for a long time. So Craig said, yo, listen here, man, I'm not changing. My manager just because you want to. Because Craig wanted his money for his music.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Puff said, yo, I ain't fucking with that kid no more. Not at all. I was right there. I ain't fucking with you.
And it got to a point where Biggie, he had a an interview that Biggie did with Little Siege, right? And he said that he didn't fuck with Craig Mack in that interview.
Than big.
And this idol says Biggie didn't like
So,
nigga, how your
you gotta realize Ready to
conniving
Die was out for
motherfucker.
6 months. When Big got on that remix on Craig Mack's song, and he went first on Craig Mack's song. When he did that remix, then it started. Well, Big from Brooklyn. You understand? If you wasn't from Brooklyn,
Ben said that Craig Mack, he was going to Death Row, right? How did Biggie and Puffy feel about that? Because at that time, they was beefing with Death Row, Suge Knight and Tupac. So, you know, so how did they feel about that? Once they get into him, knowing that he was about to sign with Death Row?
now I didn't hear anything about that, but I knew that Craig Mack was going to sign to Death Row. He was going to be their first artist on Death Row East. Big D was going to run that label. You understand what I'm saying? So Craig Mack was going to be their first artist. He was supposed to be performing that night at, I think it's 662.
Yeah, Club 662 in Vegas.
Yeah, Club 662 in Vegas.
You gotta be mad at the motherfucker. Damn, I don't even pay for my shit. Yeah.
The night Pac got killed. Craig Mack was supposed to be performing at that club that night. And that was going to set out the Death Row East shit. See, what people don't understand before it got to that point, because I guess they realized, yo, listen to me, man, somebody going to die behind this shit. That meeting before, where the people who was running Death Row East wanted to talk to Bad Boy, and they needed a representative, and Puff wouldn't come to the table with him. Man, Craig Mack went to his grave mad at Bad Boy. Craig Mack told his people, told those religious people that I don't.
So I want to go back to this interview. Biggie and Puffy wasn't that.
I don't believe they were.
And Big is supposed to be this pop.
They needed Big situation.
And I have heard
Puff, those games you don't play.
He fucked Big out of the publishing or the deal, or he wasn't getting what he was supposed to get. I think they said Big was really finna leave Bad Boy. I don't know, guy. But it is some crazy shit, bro. Just more character, bro. Like, motherfucker, your biggest artist ain't even like you. You was a swinger. And it sound like Gene Deal saying that the nigga been swinging and shit since Kim Porter, man. We didn't know that. See, I didn't think he made Kim Porter do none of the shit he done made Cassie do, but yes, so.
Me and you did. You said that Diddy and Kim Porter were swingers. And a lot of people was wondering, yo, in the comment section, how do you know that, yo? Like, was you doing security when they was doing that or something?
Because when they were in the room and they would go in the room with another couple, right? And I've seen some things happen in the jacuzzi. Like when I'm the only one could go to the room 9 times out of 10.
And like he was their bodyguard, man. Like that's why you don't hire niggas, man, that you gonna have to worry about telling your secrets. Or it's why you don't do shit. That's why you don't do shit with motherfuckers that you ashamed of neither, man. I don't guess he was ashamed of them freak outs, though. He was recording them bitches, so might not apply to Diddy. I don't know.
Or whatever the situation is and stuff like that. Yo, what's up? Everything good? And sometimes they will open the door. I'm right there by the door. Sometimes you see things you don't want to see.
Hey, did they ever try to get you involved or
Not at all.
offer you?
Not at all. Puff did it one time, but that's in my book. When we was coming from Dallas, he had the snow bunnies.
What?
And I reneged on that. Nah, I'm good.
Hey, did you see any celebrities Puffy did any of that stuff with, the swinger stuff with?
Yeah, I did.
Tell me about that.
I think I told you about that. One time, him and somebody, him, Sarah, and this young girl flew from Atlanta. And they, and flying from Atlanta, we had this artist with us, right? And we were staying in the presidential suite at the hotel. And this particular artist and Puff, they told me, don't let nobody come in the room. So I said, all right, cool. So I propped my chair by the room door while they went in. So this artist's cousin knocked on the door. So I went to him, and I let him in because I knew him, I see his face and everything. I seen his face several times before. He said, yo, I got to speak to my cousin. And I said to him, I said, well, they busy right now, man. And they told me don't let nobody come in the room. He said, yo, I'm going in the room to get my
Everybody
cousin
that been
out.
around that
And I
nigga,
said,
man, got some crazy
bruh,
to say. Nigga that went in there with Ja Rule, goddamn butt plug, goddamn. Yo, it's just get crazy. Like, yo, shocking details, man. This shit is getting unbelievable. Like, everybody around that nigga. Yeah, I was at the Diddy party, but I left because it got too crazy, man. What? What happened when Diddy? Just what happened to you? You got,
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
Diddy house.
I will never accept defeat.
I am an American soldier.
I want to see this video. Shit.
You win, you get a night out with Diddy. Saturday night in New York. And I promise you, your ass will wake up Wednesday laying beside me.
Men and women, like, why would you even make statements like that shit, gang? Like, this the nigga we dealing with, man. Diddy, bro. Why would you even make statements like that, gang? This nigga's statement was, you could have a Monday night, Friday with me, you gonna wake up Wednesday laying beside me. Damn, probably ain't gonna know what the hell you done did.
And if you think that he's joking, check out number 9.
That boy been hiding in plain sight this whole.
This is what happens to him.
Yeah,
drugged
and
his
that's not
ass,
the
Mom.
only dude Diddy schemed on. Because number 18, Diddy and Biggie.
And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco.
Face down, ass up.
Whole
time, boy.
And if you think Diddy's joking, check out number 19 on our list.
For all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man.
Then what happened to the white man? You hear me? So again, more character definition, man. This would probably happen to Justin Bieber, bro. Justin Bieber was at the party. This what happened to the white man at the party. That's what Diddy said. Look at the white man.
Face down, ass up.
Can y'all see? Can y'all see?
So unfortunate. You gotta pull.
You gotta pull back, dog.
Like,
pull out.
they can see. That's
Look at that nigga. Look how he is, bro. That nigga a drug, bro. Look how he is. That's what happened at a Diddy party, fam. Your ass wake up in the shower naked. Men and women. You just better be careful, nigga. Men and women. Wake up in the shower naked, looking like that.
Hey, Nat, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look. What you got a drink on his head? And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is a actual DJ. I'm supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them.
Yeah, and that's what happened to a Diddy party. He give you this is 900 motherfucking reasons why right here. They will have to do Diddy, nigga. 13 reasons why, nigga. Diddy, the Diddy edition.
That's not the only dude Diddy schemed on. Because number 18, Diddy and Biggie were caught on camera being more than just friends.
I look at him like I say, Jesus.
And
Brother, he just I feel like it's known at this point that either Diddy was getting off in Biggie buns or Biggie was digging Diddy out, which is crazy to say, but
Camera being more than just friends.
I look at him like I say, Jesus.
And the next question is,
bruh. Hey, real talk.
Yeah, real talk.
Hey, fellas. Hey, I don't give a damn how close my homie is to me, bro. He's not about to put his fucking hand over my mouth to keep.
That nigga ain't finna touch me, period. That nigga ain't finna put his hand to my mouth, period, bro. I don't know where the fuck your dick beaters done been, nigga. Don't be touching my motherfucking mouth, fam. You better nudge me, my nigga. What the fuck wrong with you? What wrong with you, gang? Like, hell nah. That's crazy word, but it's more characteristics of the Diddy man. Andy man. What?
Bruh.
Yeah, I ain't never seen this. This is the first time seeing this to me. Biggie talking about your hands so soft. But lately, a lot of shit that came out by Biggie, man. Why did they have a damn woman standing up pissing in his videos? Like, they said that was the first transgender woman. And Biggie got a couple questionable lyrics too, man. So, damn, man, I don't know with the whole bad. I don't know. I ain't gonna say that about Big. You know, he dead. R.I.P. Can't defend himself, but shit did look weird in your videos and your lyrics, fam. I know one song you said the girl looked so good, you would suck her daddy dick. I ain't met a bitch yet in my lifetime that looked that goddamn good. I might live in the wrong area or some shit. 'Cause I ain't never seen no bitch that make me want to suck her daddy dick, fam. That is fucking outrageous, but all right. It's more Diddy shit. Hey,
And if anything, Diddy
nigga,
treats his
I should have named this shit Freaky Before Friday. You heard?
boyfriends better than his
That's
girlfriend.
crazy.
Because next up at number 17,
That's I mean, it's crazy to see it.
Nah,
bro.
that's
One thing to
even
talk about it, but
crazy.
it
I don't.
team. Diddy got in a fight with
hey, Bussy. No, not Bussy,
like that,
but Dick.
Nah.
Diddy treats his boy.
But he was wrong. See, this video is like 4-5 months old right here. I'm looking at it. He don't like but this. That nigga like man semen. We found that shit out when Cassie testified. I'm pretty sure she went perjure herself, right? She got out there and said that boy like man semen rubbed on his nipples, gang.
friends better than his girlfriends. 'Cause next up at number 17,
On the
Diddy got
nipples,
in a fight with his
gang.
ex-girlfriend Cassie and decided to post a TikTok to humiliate her online.
What you got to say now?
Why would he
What
post
you got to
that?
say now?
I don't
You ain't got to say.
Now for number 16. At this point, everyone kind of knew Diddy was up to no good, which is exactly why Jimmy Fallon exposed him in 2016.
You used to invite me to your parties. I know you did. Yeah, you did. I remember I got an invite from you once. This is true. You used to have these crazy parties, and one invite was it self-destructed. After it was you talking, and it said you gave us the information of where the party was, and then it said this message was self-destructed.
I'm very high concept.
Look,
Yeah.
Diddy.
Yeah. Then this is evidence that nigga an evil mastermind, yeah. Motherfucker that said, if a nigga send you a party invite, a letter, any damn thing, and that bitch blow up when you get through reading, man, that nigga's a motherfucking evil genius, fam. Like, you might need to stay clear of that goddamn fella. I'm just saying, I'm scared of a motherfucker that could send me a invitation in the mail, and when I open that motherfucker, that's federal, nigga. You done sent a bomb through the motherfucking mailbox. But anyway, you give me this invitation, and I read it, and it say this shit gonna self-destruct, and then goddamn stuff. Man, I could have been reading this shit in the by the goddamn gas pump, man. I could fuck around and open this shit by the gas pump, nigga, and boom, you know what I'm saying? Cause you want some diabolical evil scientist shit, fool.
He was clearly destroying evidence.
How much
However,
money is that?
he wasn't able to destroy everything because number 15, Diddy once beat his own girlfriend on camera and tried to hide that.
AI, bro. That ain't really him. That's got to be.
Because number 15, Diddy once beat his own girlfriend.
No, he's all.
She come with me to strip club. I don't care. Real.
But it gets even weirder because after watching number 13 on her list, mom. See, one night, Diddy hopped on Snapchat after having few drinks and posted himself cross-dressing.
A lot more than
Atlanta. All right, so I get it now. Hold on, gang. Let's go back. If this is mama, she be in the strip club with him, they kissing on the lips. I ain't never kissed my mama on the motherfucking lips, gang. That's weird. It look like she might have been fucking him. Cause she ain't have no man or some shit. He might didn't learn this shit from the industry. This shit might be in house. He might got this shit from the house.
But it gets even weirder. Because after watching number 13 on her list, I think Diddy wants to be his mom. See, one night, Diddy hopped on Snapchat after having a few drinks and posted himself cross-dressing.
A lot more than drinks.
So Atlanta, we coming. Get my.
I mean, this was a sus-ass video,
No,
but
that
it
was the
Halloween.
real Diddy.
It was
that right there. Let's go.
This how
Get on to that. Hold on. Let's go back.
You can see it.
Gotta listen to
this one. They got like a filter on him now. This ain't how the original video looked. Why I'm sitting here defending him, man? But it's like, I keep it stacked, bro. Keep the spade, bro. This. He just had a wig on. He was dressed like Little Richard or Rick James.
Yeah, that was the real him.
Diddy loves kissing men. See, in 2002, Diddy was doing an interview with Birdman, and at first, Diddy was kind of feeling him up.
Oh, yeah, I seen
Start working out, though. Just start, get in the gym, though.
But after that, he even went in for a little kiss.
OG there. I'm just.
She tried.
I mean, shit, you can't even. That wasn't nothing there. That got Birdman Lil Wayne goddamn kissing in the mile too. Yeah, well, did it kissing him on his phone, but he was kind of swinging on him like Birdman was his bestie.
To kiss a grown man on the lips and got rejected on live TV.
Like a bitch.
See, during the Golden Globes,
that nigga looked like a girl when they see their best friend type shit. That nigga was oh Birdman. Kissed the nigga on the forehead.
On stage, about to hand Bono his award when he went in for a kiss and got rejected.
Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow.
Get your ass away
now, look,
from me.
we hit the top 10 now. So these videos aren't just weird, they're downright deranged. And we got to mention the fact that Diddy once revealed his darkest secret to the entire world. See, in 2004, Diddy was on the Conan O'Brien show when he told everyone how he gets ready for his freak-offs.
I don't know if this is just made up myth or if this is true, but I'm told that when you go to a hotel, anytime you go to a hotel, you don't just check in the way everybody else does. You send someone ahead to prepare the hotel room for you.
It's called preparing the sexy.
What's preparing the sexy?
I mean, when I walk in, I definitely take pride in being the originator of the preparation of the sexy.
Yes.
Yes, and that's candles. I like candles. I like tuberose. That's a smell. I like that scent. I'm attracted to certain
What kind
scents.
of what kind of tuberose?
We found out that nigga wasn't fucking with no tuberose. That nigga had a Glade candle. He liked that motherfucking what's that Astroglide, nigga? And that baby oil, gang. That's what they was
Tuberose.
saying.
Yeah. Okay. It's a scent you like.
Yes, it's a scent.
Okay.
You know, I like lilies. I like white orchids. You know, roses and things of that nature. I'm into baths. You know, so I like my bath at the right temperature. It's just little things that I personally like. I like my room.
Cassie got on the stand today and said that nigga control the temperature of the room. I ain't know sexy was a goddamn climate, boy. That's
be sexy.
That
But
nigga
Diddy
real
gets
master
even weirder
sexy,
with
boy.
his own friends. Because for number
You
9,
know that?
Diddy filmed himself flirting.
Oh yeah, he wasn't flirting. They just got through fucking or something, nigga. That nigga Meek was in there soaking his ass. Like, oh,
with
what's
Meek
up,
Mill.
daddy?
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it. Man, you deserve it, Daddy.
Man,
You putting in that work. Proud of you.
You putting in that work last night, daddy. Goddamn 72 hours, daddy. Ooh, I'm proud of you. You deserve that, daddy. King, nigga.
I love you.
Love you.
Yo, I gotta find it. Meek Mill talking about no Diddy.
Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me. You heard that shit?
He had to turn on the king. Meek Mill talking about some no Diddy. Fuck out of here, boy.
And if you think that's creepy, pay attention to Diddy's reaction after what Meek Mill says right here.
On top of all this, it's rumors that when Meek Mill and Diddy had rented a room and whatnot, they said it was a lot of bloody sheets in there, man. They said it was a lot of bloody sheets in there. Then you see Meek Mill in the pool like he goddamn soaking his ass. Oh, and then this nigga walk up, yeah, daddy. You deserve it, daddy. Putting in that work. Like,
Be good. And that I was joking.
that nigga, what? Nigga Diddy look at that nigga too hard.
What's the move? What's the move? It's your first day.
Diddy got a little.
Look at that nigga. Look how Diddy look at that nigga. You fucking a bad bitch, huh? Okay. That nigga got the down. I was fucking a bad bitch last night too. Me
too excited when Meek Mill brought up sleeping with someone. Now, I think it's safe to say Diddy knows how to make anyone feel uncomfortable. And that's definitely true. And number 8, because he once hopped on Instagram and shared this.
Hennessy.
Oh my.
And I think we know what he meant by come out and play. Just watch number 7 on our list. Because Diddy once shared a video of him on a balcony with a bunch of shirtless guys when he started to act weird.
Gay as fuck.
Hold on. Both of y'all. Let's get both of y'all.
Gay as
Ain't
fuck.
no grind going on. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no grind going on at all.
Talk about balling and just this and that. I'm thinking watch, rolly bracelet.
Yeah, it ain't no watch.
No. This is how
what you gonna do?
Yeah,
Let him do his smokes, you know?
How the fuck did Cassie not know, fam? Look at this man. This man did all ballerina tour. That nigga did a ballerina tour. Tried to flex with the jury. That nigga wrist was so limp when he did that. Hold on. Let's take this shit back. What? Let's take this shit back. Pre-spin. Look at this
balling and just this and that. I'm thinking watch, rolly bracelet.
Yeah, it ain't no watch.
No. This
Why? Look at this nigga. That nigga lip. That nigga real. That nigga did the gayest spin. That nigga got the limpest wrist I ever seen on a player. You feel me? on a Playboy. Like, goddamn, fam. How could we not know?
Yeah, this let him do his thing. Yeah, I'm letting him do his smokes, you know? Everybody smokes. This is what I got for
Boy, got
And
spirit
look,
fingers.
if Diddy wants something,
What?
there's no stopping him. Because the number 6,
Weird,
Diddy
man.
was caught smacking Jay-Z's ass.
50 had to come back out and make my show hot. I so appreciate it. Well, shit, my you know this show motherfucking city.
And when
He
it
let
comes
him,
to
too.
women, Diddy's even creepier. Because the number 5, Diddy once admitted to locking women up.
If you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave. Right. Gotta keep them there. Right. You need locks on the doors.
Hey, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
Yeah.
It's a little kinky, but
Yeah,
you know.
And some things Diddy does aren't even behind closed doors.
That's
Because
crazy.
the number 4,
That's crazy.
Diddy's the first
Right.
man to scare Mike Tyson.
Like, why is this nigga? It's like him and his mama might have some extra shit going on, fam. I ain't even gonna hold you, fam. Oh yeah, I know they got Big Gay on that movie. I remember this movie. What's this? Get Him to the Greek, man. What? I know they got Big Gay on that movie. He was creepy in the movie. No cap. You ever seen Get Him to the Greek? That nigga was creepy than the motherfucker. That was Diddy in real life, nigga. Chasing motherfuckers. You gonna get in that ass. Niggas running like a motherfucker.
Which means you're about to see Diddy at his absolute weirdest. And first up, Diddy recorded himself on a date with another man. See, while flying on his private jet, Diddy got real comfortable with Russell Brand.
Best friend right here. My new best friend. Hello.
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 Rusty Rocket. Very, 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 very near friend of mine.
And now here's where things get weird.
But you know what it is? We're going out on on like a date. Straight guy date. Like
Now that's some shit you say after you say some gay shit. That nigga said, hey, we going on like a date. You know, a straight guy date. Like, what the fuck? Bro, ain't no such thing.
to a guy's night, 48 hours in Vegas. You're seeing us at the beginning of the 48 hours. As you know, what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. But we really
You think y'all think Rosa Brand gave up the butt? I don't know.
Yeah, fam. That bro. Like, we already know about the Justin Bieber, man. 48 hours with Diddy.
Diddy, him and his boy, they're having the times of their lives, like
48 hours with the Diddler, nigga.
where we hanging out and what we
Your ass gonna
doing. We
get
can't
flipped.
really disclose. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
And a year later, they linked up again. But this time,
Creepy
you
as
can
shit.
tell just how uncomfortable Justin is around Diddy.
Everything's good. Selling out arenas and everything. Starting to act different, huh?
No.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But
whatnot.
you never really got my number, so.
Right.
My
Okay.
number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
And on top of all that, when the two of them went on Jimmy Kimmel together, Bieber started giving away details about their 48 hours together. And of course, that's when Diddy quickly stepped in and shut it down.
You got me a Lamborghini.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
But look, before we get into Diddy's
He know better, nigga. Like, bro, that's some creepy ass shit, bro. Like, so imagine Cassie, man. Like, let me go with this motherfucker. How they got back to court, yeah, like imagine Cassie, bro. If the people around him, man, the shit he do, man, the shit he say, this nigga be tongue kissing his mama, man. I just kiss too much to me. Like lip to lip and shit, but everybody got their own thing, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, man. Whatever. You know, I am not the judge. Alright. For now. We still on break. And what it look like. I done took lunch, man. They still on break. Oh, this shit is crazy work, man. Go back, man. We get it, man. He word. See what the
Alvarez.
Alvarez. Who's Alvarez? Well done.
Oh,
Thank you, sir.
Go Army, man. Fuck go Army, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? Did it live, man. Let's see where we at, man. They about to go back to court. What? What we got going?
He said she will want emotional support during her testimony. He said, candidly, her nerves are through the roof. He said, I don't know how to support her if we can't discuss the pain she's going to experience from having to tell the world about her worst experiences. Just
And
joining us here,
court
court
back.
is back in session. Prosecutor Emily Johnson has handed Cassie Ventura a black binder, the exhibit feed, which shows
What that mean?
onlookers in the press what evidence the government is presenting for the jury has been turned off. The evidence they are showing to the jury is now under seal. Worldwide for you here on Live Now from Fox, again, bringing you some of the biggest takeaways from the Diddy trial, day 3. Cassie Ventura still on the stand here. There was a noticeable longer lunch break, evidentiary issues the entire time. And these issues included the kind of contact and the timelines of the defense showing exhibits that they'd like to use to the government. To give them now, again, we're in that
Man,
delay.
they
And
shit
that's
low. They got no.
just showcasing some stuff that happened in the morning session. We are also
What? Damn, man.
Let me show you why I stopped paying for all my other sample libraries. This
We're gonna let them walk down though. It's gonna be a long time.
We also learned earlier attending a film
Thug
festival
kid out the boat.
after getting into a fight with Combs away from the glitz and glamour. Off of the yacht where they were staying, Cassie said she left the boat without shoes. Her passport and other belongings were also left behind, she said.
Well, damn.
On the way back to
Yeah,
the
man, she
U.S.,
probably
said
was
Combs
trapped.
threatened to. Cassie told jurors she felt trapped by going to showcase some of the highlights from earlier as well. A freak off, Cassie Ventura replied that Sean Combs would often grab me up, push me down, hit me in the side of the head, kick me, you name it. Sometimes the pair was alone during the attacks, she said. Sometimes she knew an escort had overheard the assault because they would ask her afterward if she was
Yeah, all
okay.
right.
One time she said the escort known as
They
Jules
just run it down. Yeah, she said this.
these assaults would happen too frequently,
She said that.
Ventura said, and she says it would happen a lot, unfortunately.
Damn. Just got her ass
Some other
beat a
details
lot.
that we are learning. Cassie Ventura testified about an incident at her Los Angeles home in August of 2013 when Sean Combs allegedly became livid that she had been sleeping on the couch. She said her friends tried to block Combs from beating her, but he hurled her against a bed frame, she said, leaving her with a wound on her eyebrow where she still has a scar. Ventura took a photo of the injury, she said, because I didn't want him to forget what he did because about it. Ventura had been packing to travel to a music festival when Combs exploded, she said. She went to the event with her hair styled over the gash on her eyebrow. Prosecutors also asked Cassie Ventura if she ever left a freak off before it was finished. She said she had sometimes tried to when it was a bad time or when she became scared of Sean Combs's behavior. She said she would typically find a back exit at the hotel and leave through an alley. She testified that the only time she actually left the premises during a freak off was in March of 2016 at the Intercontinental in security footage chasing her and beating her in every other time. She said she ended back in the room where the freak off was happening. Again, the biggest updates here as Cassie Ventura back on the stand right now as the trial. Day 3 of the trial, and again, prosecution still with their have not had the opportunity to have the defense examine. Prosecutors say that they could be wrapped up before the end of the day with Cassie. Cassie said she was drunk when she visited sex clubs with Sean Combs because I didn't want to be there sober. Cassie Ventura was also asked about the health issues she had as a result of freak offs. Ventura said she had a lot stomach issues because of the constant drug use. She would also have frequent urinary tract infections, sometimes back to back, and sometimes participated in freak-offs while infected. It got to a point, Ventura, she was using common antibiotic treatments for UTIs, just little sores on her tongue, the
Like
result of
shit
the freak-off.
crazy, bro. Like she got souls in her mouth so much, all six and piss and goddamn drugs and man, UTIs, bro. Coochie hurt. Gotta still do a freak off on the period with a UTI. No, that shit gotta hurt. Yeah. Nigga
Emotionally,
Titty Diddy,
she felt
man.
empty after the days-long events, she said. The
To
government
Diddy,
has asked
man.
Cassie Ventura how she and Sean Combs used to recover after freak-offs. She said they used IV fluids, massages, and meals prepared by a chef. Ventura also had an ongoing off and on addiction to opioids, she said, which she would take to come down from the drugs she had taken. Opioids made me feel numb, which is why I relied on them so heavily, Ventura said, adding that it was her way of disengaging with what was really going on in her life there and to try to hide from the shock and trauma of it all. Again, we are providing you these updates in real time from some of the biggest takeaways in court right now, awaiting more updates from officials. Okay. We are also learning a new information that Cassie Ventura was shown an image of Mia, an alleged victim who will be testifying under this name, and asked whether she is familiar with her. Ventura said she was. She next identified an image of Jules, a male escort she previously referenced in testimony. These images were from a freak-off, Ventura
Man, I
confirmed.
gotta know
Ventura
the
identified another image
witness
of
on
herself and
Titty
Jules
Diddy,
at a
man.
different freak-off. These are still images from videos that were taken from Ventura's personal devices. Also working to get you some other updates from court reporters that currently inside the courtroom. All right. The Assistant U.S. Attorney Johnson saying, we will call her Mia. When you gave your devices to the government, were they working? No, they were broken, Ventura said. Assistant U.S. Attorney says, put up 602A for Miss Ventura and the jury only. What's on your skin? And Ventura said, oil. Another question by the prosecutor, when did Sean first hurt you physically? Ventura said it started in the first year. Prosecution asked, which of staffers were present when Sean was physical with you? And the defense objected, saying physical is vague. And the assistant U.S. attorney saying punching, hitting, trying to clarify that. So we'll be keeping an eye on some of those takeaways right now as well. As we wait for more updates, as she is now being shown pictures from these videos that have been taken by her device. Again, we are continuing to update you in real time of day 3 of the Diddy Trial. It's great to be with you. I am your host, Mike Page. As wow, it's just been a wild day already, again, with these accusations continuing. And really, all the defense can do is continue to take their notes and try to get ready to poke some holes into Cassie's testimony and really try to ask her questions about the freak-offs and the style of the freak-offs, as well as Diddy's participation and level with those freak-offs that would be at hotels in Vegas, Miami,
Those
and
freak-offs.
in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So we are continuing to showcase you worldwide on Live Now from Fox. A live look right outside of the courthouse now. So we roll on, bringing you
From those freak-offs.
some major takeaways right now from the Diddy Trial. Day 3 continues. Let's see if I could get some more updates here for you. Still no updates. The latest reporters we are getting from inside of that courtroom. All right. One of the major takeaways.
Yeah. One of the major takeaways, blah blah blah. We got the update, man. She done exposed a lot of shit, man. Slaps in the face, punch, nigga prostitute men that they done got off Craigslist is asking her if she alright. Like, this nigga right here, man. Got her setting up shit, sending him pictures of her busted lips. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Nah, don't look like nothing going on, man. He ain't posted nothing out. Uh, It ain't really enough, though. Yeah, it's a little bit. It's a little bit that went down in court. Not much. Come on. Not much. Not much. It's a little bit. All right. All rise. Blah, blah, blah. They back. Cassie back on the stand. The jury come back in here. This ain't even the most of the testimony. It's just what's going on, man. We ain't even gotta tweet that shit. We don't care that the jury just came back in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was on dark mode in this motherfucker. I'm talking about they doing it play by play, but we ain't up in there, boy. Play by play. Nigga walking. Thanks, fam. He walking in court. They sat down. We don't gotta hear that, man. I don't want to read all that. I get the picture. They in court. Gang, gang. All right. They like they back. The jury enters. The prosecutor has a binder for the court. The gallery will not be able to see the gallery will not be able to see these exhibits. Cassie, I will show you some exhibits though. Who is it? Who is it? Cassie said she worked for Sean. Prosecutor said we will call her Mia. When you gave her your devices, hold on. When you gave your devices to the government, were they working? Cassie said, nah, they were broke. They put up another picture for her. They said, what's on your skin? She said, oh. When did Sean first hurt you physically? She start. She said it started in the first year. What staff were present when Sean was physical with you? The jury said objection or whatever. They said when did Sean first use the violence on you? She said in New York City. We were in the car and with his security and he knocked me around. Damn. So I wonder was Gene Deal in there. He talking about he seen all this. Nah, maybe he was gone by the time Cassie got there. I don't know. But yeah, they knocked her ass out in front of security. They asked what did he do? She said he hit me in the head, in the side of my head. I fell to the floor of the escalator. God damn. I said in 2009 that you attend an event in LA with him. She said yes. What happened to as you left? She said, I've been speaking to a producer about music. Sean called me a slut. I hit him in the face. I had been drinking. She said, did you see any injuries? Nah. No. That's all we got right now, man. I'm waiting on this guy. Yeah, they might be doing I think they saying it over there, though. Let me get over here right quick.
Ways from Cassie saying that freak offs became a job for her. During her testimony, Cassie said eventually she was doing freak offs weekly. They went on for a decade, with the final one testified. Combs accused her of taking drugs from him and
Yeah,
kicked her
yeah,
off of the yacht
man. We
where they were
read that
staying.
shit.
Cassie said she left the
Nah,
boat
this
without
is
shoes, her
all we
passport,
got.
and other.
Everybody at the same pace. All right. They said. I mean, yes, the car and he stomped on my face. Damn. Stomped her ass out. They said, how long did the stomping last? Damn. Cassie said about 10 minutes. Dang, that nigga stomped her in her face for 10. That's a long shit. That's gonna be a TikTok meme, goddamn it. Nah. You can't even do that shit fucked up though. That's some shit to go through. I hope she lying. 10 minutes is a long motherfucking time for a nigga to be just stomping you in your motherfucking head and on your face. I hope she capped. Maybe she ain't though. I don't know. God damn. Damn titty ditty, bro. God, this motherfucker right here, bro. I don't know where he got this shit from, man. Anyway, she said I tried to get away, but Sean security brought me back. So all right. Shit, they got proof of that shit, man. That's kidnapping. She done tried to get away. You holding her against the wheel now. They bring her ass back. The damn judge, I mean the prosecutor say, who brought you? Which security? Cassie said Roger Buns. Let's look up this nigga, man. Let's go back. Let's go back over her, guys. Let's go back over her. Roger Buns. Don't tell me he's speaking out on Diddy now. Damn, he was born in Kansas City. Okay, now this the nigga. Yeah, he said yeah. Yeah, okay. But damn, you went and got her and brought her back though, fam. That nigga said he exposed the Diddy fight with J. Cole, slapping Drake. Oh yeah, out beef with J Prince, Meek Mill, and 50 Cent. Well, that's a long ass interview. It only got 75K. Well, that shit should have got a million. It's finna go up today. She done got that nigga the plug. All Vlad TV shit finna go up. Shit. On Diddy confront Suge Knight and want to shoot him. Yeah, that what Cassie said. He had some guns. She said don't do nothing stupid shit. They was getting high, the motherfucker. Okay, we said that's true. She said that too. She said that too. Hell nah. Trump can't even help Diddy, boy. Hell nah. He ain't gonna point that nigga. I answer that question for you. Hold on, man. Surviving brief with the preacher. Oh nah, that wasn't by Diddy. Now this nigga on Vlad and on motherfucking Cam Capone news. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, man. Saying all type of shit. What this is? This is short. This is shouted.
Fuckers got a lot of shit to say, man. Oh God, man, y'all niggas want to see me? I see y'all. Yo, y'all motherfucking bait, whatever the fuck that clickbait or whatever the fuck that is. But let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all want to see me, man? I'm Roger fucking Barnes, man. Y'all niggas come to Atlanta to see me, or y'all come to New York to see me, nigga. I don't hide no motherfucking where, nigga. Is you fucking stupid? Better do your fucking homework. And when it comes to security,
Bro, who said something?
This Diddy?
Damn, Titty did. He done came on there. He said clickbait. Nigga, that ain't no clickbait. You said you witness our Vad titled this shit right, nigga. You said this shit, nigga. He's a master, yeah. Detail, yeah. The nigga is a master manipulator, bro. He's crazy. And it's just too long, man. It's too long of an interview, man. I'll take your word for it, though. I want to see what this nigga say.
what tomorrow gonna bring. So that just gave some a foundation for me to know that I'm getting a check every week, for me to know that I got health care, for me to know that everything gonna be.
Man, you kidnapping motherfuckers, man. What you talking about?
Second, she takes his money, signs the NDA, but she knows that if the feds come knocking, that used to starve people for like 48 hours and then make them watch him eat.
Well, let me break that down because I've actually been through that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember, it's times that we'd go in that studio, and when he had Dirty Money, it was a tour. We actually was on tour. We did a European tour. We did an overseas tour. That's the type of person he is.
You know,
but you also
on the bottom. Like, yo, what the fuck you doing around him, doing around this, doing around that? You know what I'm saying? I did hear I remember one time when Meech was on the speakerphone, I did hear him say, I didn't shoot Wolf. Think about it, Puff. I got shot in my ass. So if I got shot in my ass, what does that mean? That means that I was running away from the situation. You know what I'm saying? But it's more of it wasn't never a Meech and Puff beef. It was more of an entourage. You know what I'm saying? Where a bunch of guys from BMF that was next to Meech might feel a certain way when we came in the club, or give Puff that look like, yeah, whatever, like, yeah, we could get down. You know what I'm saying? And Meech wasn't even here no more. You know what I'm saying? Meech was locked up. But whenever we went to Atlanta and we went to the different clubs, they felt like they had to put their chests up and whatever's whatever. It was that type of situation.
Okay.
You know, I guess there was a situation where like 300 guys or something rolled up on you guys.
But fuck all that though. He telling all this shit, but he don't tell when he went and goddamn he kidnapped Cassie, bro. This right here, that's why we looking at the video. This nigga right here, it said Puff will stomp me out 10 minutes. I tried to get away, but Sean's security brought me back. The prosecutor asked her who. She said Roger motherfucking Bond. They said, what did they tell me? She said to go to a hotel. I guess she said, what did they tell you? That's what he meant to type or some shit. What did they tell you? Go to a hotel. They snuck me into the hotel, covered up so no one could see my face. How long were you at the London hotel? She said a week, a little bit more. And the sister brought me ice cream. What was the sister name? Geneva, I guess. So man, this nigga Roger Buns, man, he trying to talk on all these situations, talking about he seen all that, did this and that, whoop, wop, wop, wop. Man, that nigga was right there doing the same shit, bro. I don't give a fuck you is getting the check, man. You can't finna tell me go kidnap your bride, dog. I ain't doing that shit. I ain't putting it in the back of no fucking car and covering her up and bringing her into the hotel room and shit. Hell nah. You on your own, my boy. You on your own with that one, my boy. Now I secure you. I protect your life, my boy. But hell to the now, fam. I'm not finna motherfucking go kidnap your girl and bring her ass to my shit, fam. And put the towel over her head and sneak in your back door and shit. Like I ain't finna do all that, my nigga. You gonna pay me enough. See, right now, nigga, this a federal court. They might be in this motherfucker typing up charges on niggas. Yep, Roger Buns. Mm-hmm. Kidnapping. after this motherfucker, he getting a subpoena award for his arrest. Mm-hmm. We finna Rico that nigga with you while he been on the motherfucking interview talking about your ass. He finna, if he ain't finna get up here and snitch too, if Roger Buns don't get on this motherfucking stand, Roger Buns gonna be getting the motherfucking Rico. Ooh. Nigga gonna be in the motherfucking handcuffs too with Diddy. With less money, nigga, and less fame. On some bullshit, cause you want to kidnap this nigga chick. And then talk about it. So really you threw yourself in the motherfucking line. Maybe he knew this shit was gonna come and he was gonna get fucked up eventually. His name was gonna get brought up. Maybe that nigga just made a hell of a press run. You feel me? Shit. When it got to that bag, nigga. You heard me? When it got to that fatty so he could have some to need his family, you know what I'm saying? Cause Diddy ain't gonna help nobody. Diddy mean than a motherfucker, man. All right, they snuck me in that bitch. Geneva coming in, motherfucker. She brought me some ice cream, you know what I'm saying, in the hotel. They asked her, did you feel like you could leave the hotel? She said, nope. I understood his capability, his access to guns, his threats he made. They said when you were taken to the hotel after the assault. Oh, were you when you were taken to the hotel after the assault? Said no. They said, did you know this assault and incident was reported? She said, I know there was a blind item on the internet without our names. Damn. But that mean a blind item on the internet without our names, like so niggas had posted that shit, but niggas ain't know it was y'all or something. I said, who raised the blind items to you? She said, my mama. Damn. They say objection. ASA say not for the truth. Judge say overruled. Cassie say this was before FaceTime was very popular, so I could hide myself. She asked if it was me. The prosecutor said, "What did you say?" I told her no. I did not want my mama to know something of that magnitude and be in danger. Damn. King Diddy, bro. King of New York. Shit. Yeah, you would. I mean, we could say she capping her. She, whatever, but real spill, shit, the nigga just kidnapped her, man. He just snatched her up type shit. I mean, why wouldn't you think this nigga could snatch up other people? That nigga is rich. Nigga is a millionaire, man. Multi-millionaire, like long bread. Like you ain't nobody compared to him. He could have way more powerful people on his side and preachers and pastors and um government officials, all that. You can't say you just been singing and doing freak out. You goddamn me, you got that man, you know what I'm saying? They asked her when you went to a party with your girlfriends what happened. She said, I seen the executives from BET. Then I heard that Sean was there. That's like, what did you do? She said, I left. I ran out as fast as I could. And like, why? I thought he would be angry. Damn. That motherfucker with elbows and assholes. You heard? Fucking Diddy coming around the corner, niggas elbows and assholes. Damn, Cassie, what's wrong with you? She running like she got a motherfucking slave master or some shit. Damn, Cassie, what's wrong with you? Motherfucker gone. Elbows and assholes, guys. That's crazy. This shit getting mad ridiculous, man. Like, just reading this shit. It's getting crazy, gang. This shit getting bananas. Hey, y'all can read it for yourself. Blow it up, man. That shit crazy, man. I don't know. We don't know, gang. From how she holding up. The man over here saying some things about Diddy, Gene Deal, all his artists. I damn near can't even find no artist that be like, hell yeah. Well, besides Young Jeezy, he went up from this little situation he had. But he the only one, like the whole Boys in the Hood didn't go up. Just Young Jeezy, like nigga, I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't. I'm trying to think of somebody that was like booming that bad boy besides Biggie. That probably because he died after the second one. He was forever platinum then. I don't know. That's some real hard shit to consume, man. Like it ain't too many popular out of making the band. People said they made hella money. And they was supposed to make hella money, but ain't none of them really made though hella money. I think except the girl that's on Danity Kane. And I think she supposed to testify against this nigga. A witness tampering or some shit. So shit. No, skitty ditty, man. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know. This is hard. I don't know. Skitty ditty, dog. Did he do it? I don't know. We got a lot of shit that's saying the same shit. A lot of people saying the same shit. A lot of stories starting to add up. A lot of details beginning to get freakier and freakier, man. Like the more I go there to this story, the more we read her shit just get a little freakier and freakier. You like, damn, I ain't even know a nigga could be this freaky. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is freaky, ain't even the damn word no more. That nigga beyond freaky, gang. Beyond freaky. We gonna get a minute to go back to this dude right here. Listen to him. The nigga who kidnapped Cassie. Let's see what it. Let's see his.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't like it was situations where we would go in the club to party, and they still was doing their golf come in. It's not that same love because Meats is not there. T is not there. So a lot of those guys got into they little shit or they would stand there and look at you. You know what I'm saying? And there was a couple of times where they beefed up. You know what I'm saying? And we might have been outnumbered. I was saying, but nothing ever happened from it. You know what I'm saying? It was just I'm gonna see if y'all still standing on all 10 toes. But it was never, it's like when the bosses get into a beef, but the bosses are not beefing. The entourage still wants the beef. They still want to seem like they relevant.
You know, one person I've always seen Diddy have some issues with, you know, except for when they first started, and that was Mace. Mace and Diddy had this big. Mace been calling him out forever, saying that he was, you know, stealing from him. He didn't get the credit he deserves. You know, he was locked in his contract forever, complaining about it. You know, what are your thoughts on that situation? Did you see anything or hear anything?
Well, when I came around at that time, 2006, Mace was already gone. But I'm from Harlem, you know what I'm saying? So I actually know Mace, you know what I'm saying? And my feelings are that Mace is 100% right. I've always felt that way. You know what I'm saying? I've always felt that he was 100% right. I was in the streets when Mace got signed. He was 20 years old. When you think about the deals and the things that people sign, Puff is a manipulator. He's going to find you when you down and you out. And of course, you're going to agree to some of these things because you're down and you're out. The same way when I got home from jail. I'm coming home from jail. Puff knew a way to manipulate me. Like, yo, he gonna want to be around me. He just came home. All he knows about me. I got money and fame. I'm gonna throw him a couple of crumbs, but a couple of crumbs seem like a half of a pie when you don't really have nothing in you in that situation. So listening to the situation between him and Mace, it's ludicrous that you still got that man publishing after all these years. It's ludicrous that you gave that man a certain amount of $1,000. I don't want to call it out whether it was 20. I think it was 20 or something Mace said, and that you still got it 20 years later when if you really respect me and I really meant something to you, after that, I would have been, after I made $1 million, I would have been like, yo, listen, now he's made that 100 times over. So of course, I feel like Mace have every right to feel the way that he feel. Because if you say we brothers and you say you love me the way that you do every day, then I shouldn't have to do all this. You should call me back to the table. You should say, let's renegotiate that. I shouldn't have to go through all that.
I hear that, man. Okay, do you have any stories with Mace or anything from back in the day?
Nah, we're two different age groups. He's more my little brother. I think I might have Mace by like at least like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have no stories with him.
Okay.
Only stories I have with him is when we was on tour, on the Bad Boy tour. You know, we would see each other, we would speak, everything all right. Him and my little brother was really, really, really cool.
Now, I believe you were around when Lil Wayne would call for advice.
But yeah, Lil Wayne and Puff was real tight. Lil Wayne used to come to Puff House in Miami all the time and stay up in the studio and work out the studio. A lot of times we would go over to Hit Factory, and Lil Wayne lived in the Hit Factory in Miami. You know what I'm saying? And one thing Puff always said was, yo, B, that dude don't go home, yo. That dude, he had his driver bring his food there. He ate his food in there. And matter of fact, I took Puff to Rikers Island to go see Lil Wayne when he was locked up. You know what I'm saying? So we actually went to Rikers Island and waited for him while he got on the bus and went over to the other side. You know what I'm saying? I remember Puff would tell his lawyers to make sure they called Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? His financial lawyers. Make sure you call Lil Wayne. Make sure you answer this or you answer that. I can't hear what Lil Wayne was asking him or what type of business, but he would give him advice.
Do you have any stories hanging out with Lil Wayne?
No, Lil Wayne was just working. It wasn't about no hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Getting high in the studio and just working.
Now, one thing that the internet has made a big deal about is Diddy and Meek Mill, because there's quite a few like suspect videos out there. You know, there's a video where Diddy is calling Meek Mill daddy, and then there's a picture of them wearing the same outfit. You know, what's your thoughts on that? And did you ever hang around them or see them?
All the time. All the time. And I feel that that's 100% no truth to. You know, that's see people when it comes to stuff like that, they, you know, of course we dealing with the internet. I really don't think that's them two back there screaming and yelling. But I was there when Diddy first met me. You know what I'm saying? We went to Philly one time, and this was when Meek first was starting, and he was in a little spot with smoke and everything, and not weed smoke, but just like one of those spots in Philly where maybe 100 people might be your audience. And Puff was like, yo, we gotta go see this dude Meek. And we went over there. And at this time, I think Meek was doing his first All-Star. And he was like, yo, I'm getting ready. I'm booked in All-Star. And Puff was like, yo, I'm proud of you, man. He was like, yo, I'm gonna go get me this Aston Martin after All-Star weekend. And that was his first Aston Martin that he had ever had. That's how early in the career it was. And after that, you know, Puff is the type of person, man, when it comes to those artists and it comes to those that's trying to make it and those that's very popular, this is how he keeps himself relevant. He's 54 years old. He has to reinvent himself all the time. So in order for him to do that, he has to stay relevant. And he's going to stay relevant with anything that's popping. What's the next big thing popping? He's going to get in early on it. But as far as showing any type of gay tendencies with Meek or Meek showing any type of gay tendencies, I wouldn't agree with that at all.
What's with the whole calling him daddy thing?
So when you hear Puff say daddy, that's some of the funniest, that's some funny shit that the way that they can make it sound like daddy. But to be honest with you, that's him trying to be cool. That's him trying to, you know how some women say, yo, you're an old dude and you trying to be something that you're not. That's just his way of being cool. Like, yo, daddy, I think you this. Now, I'm not taking up for him, and that might be some other shit in his mind. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what I see and hear him say it, like I seen him say it at the table with Fab. Like, yo, daddy, but we ain't get the party. You know what I'm saying? And Fab was like, yo, we did party, you know, but we ain't party. So I don't know what the fuck going on in his mind. But when I used to hear him say things like that, I always took it as we ain't really do it the way we supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I really think, to be honest with you, I think that's the drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's the drugs. You know what I'm saying? You not high, you not understanding the way other people talk when they are high. And I'm not talking about weed, I'm talking about all the other shit. You know, so when they act funny, that shit seems alien to you because you're not on the same shit they on. So I think sometimes some of the shit he say, he don't even realize he said, or how it looked like with him saying it at a certain particular time. But then again, he might do.
Looking back on everything, you know, did Diddy say a lot of like suspect phrases, and is this something that happened often?
I mean, at first I never paid attention to it until the daddy shit happened. And then I was like, damn, let me hear, let me see. And I thought about it, like I said, when he's around us, it's a certain way that he gonna talk. It's a certain way his posture gonna be. It's a certain way that he gonna come off because I'm around niggas this hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm around cats this hard. So I'm not gonna show that true color. But at the same time, not speaking, he wasn't never as you say, he was never shy to be around, you know, feminine people or feminine men, but I've never seen him act that feminine way. You know, when I look and try to remember, yo, was he acting some type of way? The only funny shit I used to see is when them people used to knock on the door. Otherwise than that, I didn't see no funny shit.
Now, one person that's been just relentless going at Diddy is 50 Cent. You know, he has been, you know, he's been having a good time with this Diddy situation the whole time. Now, I know, you know, they had some issues a long time ago, you know, and I'm not sure exactly where it started. You know, the rumors are it started when Mace wanted to go to G Unit and 50 took him on tour, paid for him to go on tour, and Diddy never reimbursed him the money. I don't know if that's true or not, but, you know, do you know where this 50 Cent and Diddy issue comes from?
Nah, I really don't know where that issue is because there's been times that it was an issue, and then we'd go out and we'll bump into them, and they're cool. So I never really paid attention to that issue because it never came to a. I believe 50 said one time he's at the top of his game. I'm gonna always take a shot at him, the person that's at the top, because that's where I want to be. And then other things.
Cassie testifying, man. Let's get back to it. Shit, he was stomping her out. This nigga Roger Burns, we just got through watching, was kidnapping her, man. He came and got her every time Puff she'll try to get away from Puff. Nigga Roger come, you know, they kidnap her, sneak in the hotel or whatever. It's crazy work. Hide her from people, hide her face, and then kidnap the broad. All right, and Geneva would come over there and bring us some ice cream. We was at the BET party. She find out I did it with her. She was elbows and assholes. Damn me. Skirked out the door, jumped the hurdle. You heard me? Jumped over everybody, did the dash on them. They asked her why she do all that shit. She said because she thought that nigga was gonna get mad. They was like, did he come to the hotel where you was staying? Said, yup. And that nigga beat me up, called me names. My face was bruised. They showing her a photo. They were like, this is it. Oh, no. They showing her the photo and said, who is it? She said, Scott McCooty. Oh, shit. Known as Kid Cudi. All right. So, we at the part where Kid Cudi that came into the testifying, man. She exposing it all, man. So I wonder, did this nigga really blow up Cuddy car? We finna find out, hopefully. So damn. Kid cut up anything, right? This in 2000 later. 2011. She said, the prosecutor said, did Sean find out? Cassie said, yes, in my phone. Damn, so this nigga Diddy find out she was cheating on him, or they said they wasn't exclusive, so I don't know if you call it cheating or whatever. But Diddy find out about Kid Cudi. That boy Scott Miss Cudi, McCuddy, nigga, he the Kid Cudi, man. You heard me? He found out about her and Cassie up in Cassie's phone. I don't know if Cassie done recorded videos or they were just text messaging, calling, or what. Shit. She said he found out in my phone. She said that nigga went through my phone during a freak out and found the email. Damn. So they having a freak off. And P. Diddy go through her phone to find the email from Kid Cudi. The prosecutor say about what? About taking my toilet bag to Kid Cudi the next day. Diddy put a wine opener in his hand and threatened me. I called Scott on a burner phone. Damn. Being with Puffy, nigga, this shit like being in the motherfucking mob or the sound like she was in the cartel. This motherfucker got burner phone. Why you gotta have a burner phone, not your regular phone? She got all type of shit going on. She wasn't even cheating. She just was fucking niggas on the side. She knew Diddy was gonna be mad about that shit, but they wasn't exclusive. That's what she said. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. She told him to go back to Kim earlier. Shit, all we doing is freak off, man. I'm tired. Like he was like, hell nah. When we land this damn plane, we gonna do a motherfucking freak off. You feel me? So after this, man, this nigga put a wine cutter in his hand and said he gonna a wine opener, my bad, and threatened her. And then she called Kid Cut on her burner phone. The prosecutor said, "Where did you go?" She said, "The Kid Cudi house." Then I talked with Capricorn Clark, one of Sean's assistants. Hell of a name. Shout out to her mama for being unique, boy. Capricorn Clark. It was what P Diddy's assistant. The prosecutor said, well, then what? I went to the house Sean was staying there. He told me he would release videos and hurt Kid Cudi and me. She said, what videos? Freak off videos of me. That's what Cassie said. That nigga threatened to release them videos when he found out. Then he said he was gonna hurt Kid Cudi. Said Sean kicked me in the back. Damn. So she left. She went to that nigga. She left Kid Cudi. Skirt. Went over there. She knew her ass was in trouble. She went up in that motherfucking house. P. Diddy goddamn seen her come through the door. He played it cool like he was on his phone. She tried to walk across the room. That nigga kicked her in the damn back. Bow. I got a bruise. The prosecutor said, where you go? She was like, to my hotel with the burner phone. The phone was torn up. Someone peed all over the floor, pooped in the toilet, and didn't flush it. It was gross. This was just before Christmas. So damn. That nigga had a whole temper tantrum. This motherfucker kicked her in her back. She left the motherfucking house. She going to her hotel. She ain't know Diddy done been to her hotel. Nigga pissed on the floor, shitted in the toilet, and then flushed it. This her words, y'all. This shit on the screen. This nigga shitted in the toilet and did not flush it. Right before Christmas. I wanted that he go do all them dances like he do every year and shit. I wanted he do that year. Like damn, right before Christmas, it was quiet as a mouse. Diddy came and shitted in your house, man. This shit crazy, bro. This nigga torn up the room, peed on the floor, shitted in the toilet, and didn't even flush the shit, bro. Shit is crazy work. She said, I sent the email to Capricorn and my mom from my flight to Boston and Connecticut. They asked her what did she write. She said that Sean said he would release the tape of me on Christmas and he had Scott and I heard. He said he would be out of the country then. Damn. So that nigga threatened to beat they he gonna fuck both of them up and then he was gonna leave out the country. You know what I'm saying? After he released the freak off. She was like, what does he need photographs? That's what the prosecutor. What's in these photographs? She said, my mother took there in Connecticut of the bruises on my back. Said, were you entirely honest with your mom about the abuse? She said, no. I said this was the first time. Did you tell about any of the freak offs? Hell no. It's my mama gang. Why the fuck would I tell my mama that gang? And then she asked, is it possible to take a break? Damn, we on another break. The judge said, yeah. They on break, man. We on break again, gang. We'll see how long they break. Is that motherfucker 30 minutes, an hour? She gonna be testifying by 10 days by this shit, bro. This shit is crazy work, man. I think we finna get to the car part where this nigga blew up the car, man. Yeah, they on break, man. They on break. Damn. Well, we got this man threatening her and shit. If she move on or whatever. So yeah. Yeah, kinda look like he's a crazy guy, man. Damn. This nigga said he was gonna beat her kid, cut ass. All that bullshit you on, girl. That went in her phone. Nigga done pissed in the room. Shit in the toilet. That's after he did this shit, that nigga. Word, son. You go word. You gonna do that shit, son. You crazy. But that about kid Cully nigga pissed on the floor, the toilet, and god damn guy. Yeah. Man. Shit's crazy work, gang. Let's just go over. We're gonna review what I think I just read. But this her husband? I mean, that nigga had to record every last fucking freak off. Like they had like, bro, that done took over 3,000 devices. How much can you even record that much? Goddamn, that nigga iCloud, he got an infinity iCloud, nigga. Like, gang, I don't think it's no way to address getting pissed on, rubbing your man, letting niggas nut all over you, then going and rubbing it on this man's nipples. I don't think it's like, bro, that shit self-explanatory, gang. You with me, gang. Yeah. She done been scratched, gang. Is it? Hey, long as you happy, I think Superhead probably married some nigga one day. Maybe. Yeah. Nah, they ain't gonna separate. They just hit a lick on Diddy, man, before all this police shit happened. You feel me? Like he good. That nigga know. All this shit was up in the well, I don't know about the piece and all. They didn't get this detail, but it was a lot going on in there. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew. He know. Unfortunately. And then this is a wild thought. Just think of all the allegations on Diddy, like all the women that done came out say he raped them and he took it and drugged them and did all like this nigga done got, bro. It might be close to like 50 damn women that came out and said the nigga did this to them too. So just think about all the shit Cass is saying. If it's a piece of truth to it, now you gotta think about all these other women this nigga done did. Like They said some more witnesses. I think there's some more victims as witnesses. Like this shit could get a little crazy, and they could try to interloop that shit with that sex trafficking, man. Man. Day 3. Yeesh. 10 minutes. Then Roger Buns, the government ass, the government ass. I don't know, gang. Your ass might be finna catch a kidnap charge, gang. Said, bitch. Elbows and asshole. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we back at it. So now they bike in the court, right? Boom. We gonna hit this over here. They bike in the court, man. At 3:09, gang, they back. The judge say, any estimate, the motherfucker, the prosecutor say an hour more. The goal is to finish the direct and allow the start of cross examination today. Damn, boy, we gonna be on here a long time. Bring the bring the witness and then the jury back in. So that she in the middle testifying. I'm gonna start the cross. I might end off when they start cross examining or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. The prosecutor said, "Did anyone come to see you in Connecticut?" Connecticut. Cassie said, "Kid Cudi did for a few days. I broke it off with him. It was too dangerous." They said objection. The judge said overruled. Cassie said Diddy said he would hurt both of us. So they said, "Where did you go out to Connecticut?" "I went to see Sean. He was in Arizona. His son college. I told my mother I was going to LA for work." She said the prosecutor said, "Did Sean talk about Scott's car?" She said Sean said he wanted Scott's friends to hold on. Diddy said he wanted Kid Cudi's friend to see Kid Cudi's car blown up. Hey, this nigga sending invitations and the motherfucker self-destructed, man. It ain't too crazy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, she done went to this nigga in Arizona. They asked her, did he talk about Kid Cudi car? He said Diddy said he wanted Kid Cudi friends to see his car blown up. That's crazy, man. They said what happened next? Cassie said we met Sean, Scott, and me. Scott, well, damn, Sean, Diddy, Kid Cudi, and Cassie. They met. Kid Cudi said, "What about my vehicle?" And Diddy said, "What vehicle?" And then that was the end of the meet. Damn. Damn. They all met. That nigga goddamn me, Kid Cudi, like, bro, what about my car? That nigga Diddy was like, shit, what car? What car, nigga? That was the end of the meeting. So they put up a photo and they said, "What is this?" She said, "Me and Sean Kingston, Jamaica for sound clash." I don't know, maybe that's SoundCloud or maybe Sound Clash is a event somewhere. Let's see if I can find that shit. Uh-oh. What is that? Sound Clash. All right. So they hosting the goddamn competition. They hosting the competition and shit. Where I'm at. Okay, they in Jamaica. They in Jamaica for the competition, the music scene competition. That what Sound Clash is. They say, "Were you bruised?" Cassie said, "Yep." And in this photo, what is it? Cassie says, "Me in Sean's bathroom, September 18th, 2015. They asked her, what was you doing? She said, recuperating from being beat up by Sean in Las Vegas. Hold on, time out. Go back, go back. I misread this. She wasn't with Sean Kingston. She was with Sean in Kingston, Jamaica. My bad for the competition. And they asked her what she brung. They were like, then it's a picture of her on Diddy Flow from 2015, September 18th. So she was recuperating from the beating. That nigga Diddy had just beat her ass in Vegas. She said we was having an after party in our suite. I talked to a producer and Diddy tapped me on my shoulder, called me into our room and beat me. Kicked me as I tried to hide behind the toilet. Damn. What stopped it? D Rock and James Cruz came in. It made D Rock sad. What are these communications? From D Rock to me, he says, "Where you at? It's time to ice your face." She said, "Why?" "Cause I just had got beaten up by Diddy. Goddamn, nigga, duh." You know what I'm saying? They asking some crazy ass questions. Nigga, duh, nigga, she just had got the power put on her. You can't let her go out there with an ice pack and shit. It's too much beating, man. I'm finna have to get on the game, man. I'm finna have to get on Black Ops, man. There's so much abuse in this shit. Kicking in the face, nigga, all type of crazy shit, gang. Alright, she said she had just got beaten up by Diddy. The government say, were these all the times he beat you? She said, no, there were more. The government said, with who else did you see Diddy be violent? She said, I saw him drag an assistant out of bed. Damn. I se- I seen him punch Eli in his head. One time in Turks and Caicos, he dragged a person. That nigga goddamn did it. It's a month. She said, I believe we was we had a freak off in the church. They said, "What floor did you live on in 875 Comstock?" She said the 17th. They said, "Did a friend stay with you?" Cassie said, "Yeah." Sean came and held her and threw her to the patio furniture out on the balcony. Damn. Diddy beating everybody ass. That nigga ain't playing, bro. Like that, hell yeah, that nigga was violent. He ain't bullshit. He said it done came beat up every goddamn body. Her friend was staying over there. He came beat up the friend, nigga, on the 17th floor. Threw her on the patio furniture on the 17th floor. That's kind of high. Shit. What if she would have slid past the patio furniture? Shit would have been crazy. I don't know. They said while they said he ain't get dangled over that nigga Diddy worse than Suge Knight. They said Suge Knight was dangling niggas over the balcony and shit. Shit. I don't know. That might have the wrong person in this story. That shit might have been Diddy, man. It's rumors about him putting Wale on the balcony or the patio or one of them. Like that shit wild, man. That boy Diddy wasn't by no bullshit, man. That's why his sons like that. That's why his sons almost jumped Ray J, man. That's why that's why his sons almost jumped Ray J, man. Yeah, Ray J. Yeah, that shit was up there. I'm telling you. Hey, my man got that shit. They don't know no better, fam. They don't know no better, fam. Nigga did it, they daddy. They done goddamn seen that boy goddamn me flip shit over, drag niggas, beat girls up, beat niggas up, punch niggas in there. She said that nigga wasn't sparing nothing. That nigga was beating girls and niggas up. You feel me? That nigga wasn't sparing none. Yeah. What a fight it, man. Oh man. I was going man, I thought I was finna see some shit. Who that was all urban. Both of them all urban. Damn, fam. Thought I was finna see a little goddamn me, I mean. Just squabble up, nigga. Squabble up. Squabble up, nigga. But nah, though. But yeah, that's why they almost put the pause on Ray J, man. I ain't even gonna lie. That's why they almost like to have him, gang. Cause them niggas done seen that daddy whoop a many asses. It's a rumor that Diddy came to the school one time and one of the coaches was on some bullshit. I said, Diddy beat that nigga ass, bro. I said, Diddy pause on him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Drug him. Word on the street, man. That motherfucker Diddy don't play that. Man, word on the street, that nigga killed Tupac. Man, they said that nigga killed Biggie. This a bad boy, man. That says the bad boy, man. It's a bad boy, man. All right, we got a little break, man. He ain't posting nothing else up there. Like this a bad boy, gang. Niggas got down, that damn Diddy, man. Nigga, what is heard? I say he seen Suge Knight, grabbed his pistol. That nigga, that nigga heard Suge Knight was eating. Nigga grabbed his pistol and went down that motherfucker. What? That nigga eating over her, nigga? What? Fuck you ain't, nigga. You got life fucked up, nigga. You got life fucked up, nigga. You hear me? That nigga did it pulling up with the scraps, nigga. With the scraps. Damn. So bad, nigga. Pyro, nigga. In LA, nigga. Solo. Going up, bro. It's brown, nigga. Oh, it's on. Facts, man. Like, shit's crazy, my nigga. Nigga, goddamn me finna huddle out them niggas, man. Don't do that, dog. Don't do it, Wiki. Wiki whack. But yeah, man, that's why his sons was like that. Diddy been whooping that. They done seen that daddy whoop a many asses, sir. Like, listening to Cassie, listen to the Roger Buns, nigga. Listening to the motherfucking Gene Deal, nigga. Chopper City, them. Alright, man, this nigga right here, bro. That nigga did him. Why he got white hair, fam? Why is he doing that for? That nigga said he wanted to see Kid Cudi. Friends know his car was blew up, nigga. This nigga probably killed Tupac, Biggie, man. This nigga has been a motherfucking thorn in hip hop side for, for 30 years, nigga. Like, this motherfucker crazy, man. J-Lo got the fuck out of there. That's why J-Lo left. That nigga said some shit about doing some freak offs and shit. See, he got cast and shit. I don't mind when the goddamn J-Lo said, hell nah, gang. That shit sound gay. Nigga, hey, she put the boondocks up, nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay. That shit gay. You know what I'm saying? Stop it, fam. Stop it. Pulled the Riley on that nigga. Nigga, you gay. Left him. He had to go get Cassie. Cassie wasn't asking questions. Like, that don't make you ask no questions. A nigga wants you to put his no, not yours. Not his, not yours, not pussy juice, not that nigga wants you to put male semen from a random nigga y'all done paid off Craigslist. This nigga could have syphilis in this shit or something. Nigga could have gonorrhea, just ejaculate all on you, and you just go rub it all on this shit. Like what the fuck, bro? OnlyFans could have made millions with Diddy. That what he see. That what he should have been a nigga that's gone to do some porn shit, folks. So you could just be gay and nobody would really care. And then you could still be who you want to be in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't have worked out, but damn, bro. It seemed like this wasn't the life for you, man. That ain't even no normal shit you ask on no motherfucker. Dude, that ain't normal, gang. Oh shit. Let's see do they got something else about this court shit, man. All right, we still at the balcony and shit, man. See how they got an update, man. That's the update, man. What's the update, man? Dang. Black Ops is calling my name. Like, what's the update, man? Come on, man. How much more beam we gotta talk about, man? It's pretty clear. He beat the shit out of her, man. All right. I left off, and when he came to her hotel room, I mean not her hotel room, or the floor she lived on, she had a little apartment, whatever. He came over there. He see her homegirl was there. That nigga beat her homegirl ass and threw her out on the balcony, nigga, on the furniture, nigga. You hear me? Like that nigga wasn't sparing none. All right. She said, I saw Diddy bring her back in from over the balcony, then throw her. Damn, like so. First, this nigga dangle her ass over the balcony, and then he brought her back and threw her on the phone. So like, bitch, you going over here and support my bitch doing crazy shit with Kid Cudi? Ah. Also on the ball type shit, right? The goddamn ASU Oscar, was it Carrie Morgan? She said, Cassie said, I seen Sean hit her in the head. Damn, so she seen Diddy hit her friend Carrie Morgan. The government said, did you get drugs on your own? She said occasional drug dealers. Opioids, Xanax, volume. Sean would put the pills in the vitamin C bottle on the sink in the New York apartment. He say you can take him. Well, he say you can take them. He had doctors who will write scripts in the name of an assistant or in my name. Damn, that nigga had doctors on payroll. Motherfucker, boy, that nigga the pill man. He got the ecstasy, the opioid, the Xanny. They got the hydro, the volume. That boy that nigga narco man. You feel me? Narco, man. That nigga narco man in his bitch. I said, your brother's birthday party in Connecticut in 2013. So, man, we done skipped 2018, 2015, 2011. Now we back in 2013. I said, what happened? She said, my mother told me someone was taking pictures of me. I went and punched her. My mother told me someone was taking pictures of me. I went and I punched her in the head. I said, you testified your relationship with Diddy ended in 2018. How was your health? That was the last one, John. That was the last one. I think we pretty much get it, man. This shit is crazy. It's crazy work, man. Diddy is, yeah, he's hella abusive. She said I was sleepwalking. I had PTSD. Damn. the defense said objection. The judge said overruled. Motherfucking the government said, "What's this?" She said, "A video of my front door in 2018. They published it to the jury. Why is there a knife there?" Said Diddy was coming around a lot, so I had it. I was scared, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, golly. This shit. This shit right here beyond, man. But now, your girl's scared in the motherfucker. She felt like she had to have a knife, gang. Everywhere she go. Scared of this nigga. Thinking that nigga gonna put them paws on her, you hear me? It's crazy, man. Alright, we finna have to go into another. I'm finna have to go into a break. We have to watch some more shit. Some. It's a long testimony, man. This shit started yesterday. It's been getting crazy since yesterday. The, the crazy, it get the beating and freaky shit. It get freaky, then it get to some violence. Freaky, violence. Freaky, violence. She said so she had. She said in August 2018 what had happened. We were having a closure conversation at a restaurant in Malibu. He was trying to convince me to go to Burning Man. Were you seeing anyone? Were you seeing anyone? Yeah, I guess anyone, because they say anymore. And she said, yes, my husband now. So that's why Diddy and them ain't want her in the courtroom. That's the nigga that took her from Diddy. Damn. Okay, that's the nigga that took her from the diddler, bro. So her husband had her out to there, boy. You a tough cookie, boy. You right now, you at home like, God damn, that nigga told his mama don't watch this shit. Mama don't get on the internet today. Kids, everybody. We going with our internet for about 2 months. Goddamn. We don't want to see nobody on the phone. Nothing. Don't get on Facebook, no social media. Just leave the internet alone about 2 months, gang. Mama, don't even watch TV. Don't watch CNN. Don't watch goddamn none of that. Alright, she was talking to her husband. They asked her what happened next. Said Diddy came to my house and raped me on my living room floor. His eyes were black. It was like he was taking something. It was like taking something from you. Hold on, fam. Hold on, got oh damn hot sister. They gonna get charged for rape, man. Hold on, man. It said what happened next. It said Sean came to my house and raped me for sure. Said he raped her on the living room floor. His eyes were black. It was like taking something. It was I guess he felt like he was taking something from her, I guess. And the prosecutor say you cried. What did Sean do? She said he continued and finished inside of me. Then he got up and left. Damn. Yeah, man. This nigga wow, fam. That's a bad boy, man. You don't even want to picture this shit. Like it is just I mean, it just yeah, it was beautiful. It was some good times. We had fun. We was at first anyway. It was all good. And that shit just kind of that nigga was like, goddamn, this how this shit was. Oh. It was like this shit right here, fam. Nah, not the real team. I don't want to see this. This shit right here. So this how Diddy was on Cassie, nigga. Like every time she turned around, nigga, with ass whooping, then goddamn, you get manhandled, raped, beat up, have a freak out on you, freak off on your period and shit. Damn. Why they keep trying to go to that shit, man? This what? You want to fuck Kid Cudi? Goddamn, you don't want to do these freak offs? You motherfucking lying to me. I'm finding this nigga emailing you on your phone. Bitch. Like, not exactly. What? Your own style, huh? Yeah. You trying to go to the damn border with the BET executives and in here talking to producers and shit, talking about your own style, huh? Where you going? Where you going? Uh, uh. Look, dragging her. That's Roger Buns and the other prostitute, the male prostitutes outside. They're like, God damn. Damn, man, this was Cassie whole life, fam. She got big, got known, motherfucker got nigga, nigga motherfucker dragging her like this on that motherfucker. Like, damn, fam, stomping her in the head 10 minutes. Hey, what haven't that nigga done? Like, he done, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga, I wouldn't want about, I think he had to pay me my motherfucking 30 million, fam. She done, she done work for 30 million. All the dick she done had to take, man. All the piss, all the cum, all the butt plugs, had to do I do gay shit to him. Like, bro, she done had to endure a lot of shit, guys. Get beat up, goddamn nigga stomped out for 10 minutes. She take out running. Fucking Roger Buns come and kidnap her ass and bring her back. Like, this shit is crazy work, man. God damn. Then this nigga, she was with her husband that she with now. Did it find out he come rape her. Goddamn me, beat her up, rape her on the floor and shit. They said, oh shit. Well, she still smashed him out the uh after he raped her and whatnot. She said they asked her, did you ever have sex with him again? Cassie said yes, voluntarily. We had a good night. I went back to his house. Can you explain why did you do that after he raped you? She was like, we had been together 10 years. Damn, fam, that's crazy. I don't think no matter how long you've been together with a person, if they took it against your will, man, I don't think you should give it to them again. That's just me personally, though. It's your body. Do what you want to do, but damn, if a nigga will rape your ass one time, he'll rape you again. If a nigga will beat your ass one time, he'll beat your ass again. What go? What go stop that nigga? Like that nigga beat your ass again, bro. They asked her, who did you stay in touch with? She said, most people, though I pulled away. I said, "What did you message Diddy about after that?" She said, "Just checking in." What did he send to you? That he had iPads full of images, get him his money. Whoa. That nigga was on his pimp shit. Then he was on one. That nigga was on that shit. Bitch, get me my money. You better go get me my money. You hear me? That nigga felt like he was a pimp. And she was a motherfucker on the goddamn on the track, gang. You feel me? Like this shit is crazy abuse, man. I don't know why she was staying. But yeah, I do. She young, that nigga rich. She probably was in love at first. It's hard for a woman to get out of love. It ain't that, what some niggas. Some niggas be tender dick. That's what we call those, tender dick. Some good women can't pull back. Nigga could beat the shit out of him. She be like, he gonna change. It be 3 years later. That nigga damn near still done killed the damn near. He gonna change. He really love me. Like, nah, man. That shit crazy. But each his own, man. So that nigga told she better get him his motherfucking bread, fam. One thing about it, you better get me my money. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what she answered back, man. We're trying to see. We live with it. You feel me? Like right into the confession and shit. Like right into all that. Gonna get out there and get me my money. Ha ha ha. That nigga felt like he was a pimp then. Yeah, we still right there. We still right there. That boy thought he was a pimp. Then that nigga thought he was a pimp named Slickback. You feel me? Get out there on the track and get me my money, bitch. Pimp named Slickback, nigga. Like a tribe called Chris. A pimp named Slickback, gang. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. This man is crazy, son. Damn, man. I know niggas gonna have to ask Carisha now. Now we want a Carisha, please. Carisha, please. What the hell y'all had going on, man? It the Diddy, you know? You don't know the Diddy? You done the Diddy? You done the Diddy? Call that nigga. This nigga right there, a motherfucker, man. Knocking bitches up, Mr. T ass nigga, man. What the other one is? At least they talking on that motherfucker. Ain't nothing going on though, man. It's taking too long. That's they wow. Hell yeah, that nigga had the plug. He was the plug guy. Oh, we got going. It ain't nothing else to get him his money. You gotta get me my money. I first love that money. Out just to get dummy. I blow the rest in onions. I said, alright, gang. After Diddy asked her to give him his motherfucking money, y'all, his moolah gang, she said, "Oh, the prosecutor asked money back for what?" Cassie said, "For having paid for my now husband to be my trainer." Oh shit! Nigga said, "I need my money back. I ain't paying for you and that nigga to run off in the sunset together." All right. They said the government said, "What did you write back?" Cassie said, "Do you want me to tell the truth? It's much deeper than iPads. There was there was abuse more than freak offs. There was a time I couldn't take the pain. I tried to walk out in traffic. My husband wouldn't let me. I tried trauma therapy. They were like, 'Did you write?' She said, 'A book with chapters. My mom helped me.' 'What did you want with the book?' That Sean, what did you want with the book?" That Sean read it. I'm guessing he ain't read that shit. It said, "What pain did Sean put you through?" Shame to carry the things that were shameful for him. I took on a lot of responsibility for that I never felt I should have. He brought the concept to me when I was 22. It was expected of me. I felt horrible. Dang, damn, gang. Nigga done make this girl walk out in the traffic, tried to kill herself. She wrote a book hoping he would read it, but he never did. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna read that shit. He not gonna read that shit. Damn, guy. You could only imagine, like she had to really love that nigga. She wrote a book not to even expose him, just so he could read it. Just so goddamn she could get it off her chest to him. Her husband, he tough. He tough, man, cause he tried to save her life, and she trying to kill herself by another nigga. You feel me? That's what's up, man. Big up to you standing by your life. Hey, you got her in the end, and y'all got them millions, fam. Y'all got them Eminem. She worked for it though. She deserved it, man. Damn, that's a lot. It's been a lot. Oh, it's okay. A little bit more. She said I felt horrible. How did you get these chapters to Sean? She said through my attorney. I reached out to KK. I asked her if He read it. She said it was not taken serious. She said that shit was not taken serious. That nigga kind of laughed at your ass. The government said, "How much did you ask for the book?" She said 30 million. Did you sue? November 2000. I mean, 2023 in November. Damn. Well, she tried to make the nigga a book, man. I would have gave her the 30 million, man, for that book, gang. You would have saved all this, boy. You should have damn near sent through your a video. Ooh, girl, I'm so sad. I'm so stupid. You're the one I lost. Like, you're the best thing ever. Oh, goddamn. I should have did that to you. I was a horrible person. You feel me? He should have wrote him up. He should have damn FaceTime her crying like a motherfucker. You hear me? Hell yeah. If I can't give you 30 million, can I give you 20? Shit. Can I give you 20 to make sure you good? You know, anything you need. You want a yacht? You want a mansion? I give you a mansion and 20 M's. Like, just make sure, just leave this shit alone. You know, work out your therapy. Get your shit right, girl. Go on to be the, cause I know you could be great. It was me. I'm the one that was fucked up. You know, I'm the one that was crazy and I'm tripping, baby. Don't ain't even gonna call you baby. You might goddamn get mad. Just don't even do that suing shit. That shit done led to a whole investigation on your ass, nigga. God damn. Let's say it. All right. He said she sued in November for the 30 million, I guess. The government said what happened with the lawsuit. She said it was settled for 20 million in 24 hours. They said, why are you testifying in this trial? I can't carry this anymore. What's wrong is wrong. I tried people like they were disposable. I tried people like they were disposable. Escorts, anybody. I guess he just did motherfucker like they were disposable. Yeah, man. That's the Diddy like. Dang, she crying on the stand. He came out of 20 of them M's. He could have just did that shit at first, Titler to Dittler. Damn, fam. And the whole, you done exposed Roger Bun. He might finna get a goddamn saying. All your security was, man, Rico. They asked Cassie, how many freak offs did you have with Sean? She said, impossible to fucking know, man. It was hundreds. After you broke up with him, did you ever do a freak off? She said, no. No for other cushions. You know what I'm saying? She finally with her. That ain't that's the, the state and shit. That's the federal government. You know what I'm saying? Now Diddy lawyers finna get up here and try to question her and shit. Right? We gotta go back down through it out too, man. But shit, bro. I don't know, bro. I think I'm finna take a break. This was a lot of drama in one day, man. We might do a game in live. I don't know, man. We might turn up on the game. But we'll be back, man. That's Cassie, bro. We gonna cover this. They go, what's that? Her, the cross examination and shit. I wonder where that shit gonna come in, man. Did he do it? Yeah, I still want to see, man, where that shit coming in. I might try to keep up with it tomorrow. Shit. Or get through some main points. You feel me? Yeah, and they doing the sideboard before they begin the cross examination, man. It's finna start. Uno gang finna be out though. We out, gang. We'll be back, man. Give us a minute. We gonna figure out this this motherfucking rumble screaming and all, gang. We gonna figure all this shit out.